Hey!
Oh,
We're
right.
here.
Yeah.
Cheers all.
Cheers.
Cheers!
It's the Old Farts First Hangout. And I'd like to welcome one and all. And we've already got two boozy fellas with us at the moment. We've got Steve from up to north. And we've got Richard from up to north. And we've just been having a natter. And it'd be lovely for you to join in and have a couple of bevies. I've on me, what do they call this? The piss poor one or something. But we're. Are you warming up? Hey, we've got a bloody what's it on the thingy? We've got a question. Are you warming up, Jim? Yes, I am, Colin. Thanks very much for asking. I'm cooling down quite well though. Anyway, what are we going to talk about?
Is it hot over there, Jim?
It's bloody hot. It's red hot.
4 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
So, yeah, it's pretty hot. Now, if anybody wants to join us, we're allowed to have 10 people at one time. And you all come up at the bottom. I don't know whether you can see us at the bottom. And I think we look pretty bloody good, to be honest. But if there's any more want to come along, as long as you don't you've got to be pretty good looking, really, else you'll spoil the effects. So if you'd like to come along and join us, and you know, that's great. All you've got to do is on the right hand side there's a question and answer thingy. I don't know whether you've got it up on your computers. You've probably got cheap computers, so you might not be able to get it, but if you've spent a little bit of money on your computer, you should be all right. And press the knob, and I can send you a link if you want one, because you know we're feeling a little bit empty at the bottom part here, all a little bit shy, I suppose. Oh, that's it then. Shall we bugger off home, you two? Call it a day, shall we?
Well, just have a drink, Jim.
I'll
It
chill
makes it
out.
all better.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. And this is home brew. And poor old Richard's got to buy it. He's not got any home brew.
But at least it's kind of reasonable.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll do. That'll do nicely.
What is it you're drinking there, Jim?
It's what is it? It's me cock-up brew.
Is it the cock-up brew?
Oh, is that the first one? Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, up, we've got Paul Rowlett who wants to join us. So I'll add him to my circles. There you go. So you're in my circle. So let's see if we can send a link. So see what happens, Paul, shall we? I'll add a name. Paul. I'm new to this, you know, mate. Oh, nothing is happening there. Let's carry on. Are we getting there? I better do look at Pratt. Here we go. Now, which one is it? Ah, it's the good-looking one. We've got two Paul Rowletts. We've got one or two. Right. Let's invite. There, Paul. You should have a link now, mate, if you want to join us. And if it works, I'll eat my hat. Colin, how about you? Are you in for a laugh? Not a lot happening, Paul. Are you pressing your knob, mate? It's not looking good, is it?
I'm not an expert in this old Google Plus business. I'm trying to send him a link.
Oh wow, that's a good idea. Let's try that.
They don't make it easy, do they?
No.
Paul, if you look at your Google Plus, I think I've sent you a message, but it's pretty hard to tell. Well, we'll see.
Hope it works, Paul. It'd be lovely to see you, mate.
This feels like the first hangout I ever did,
Does
where
it?
everyone was poking fun at me for being a computer person and not being able to work.
Yeah, it didn't help, did it? Didn't help. We'll have to try rebooting if no else happens.
Turn it off and back on again. There is a new thing, Jim.
Yes,
I have now. It works. There's a thing called Showcase, and because you're in charge.
Yeah, what do we do with it?
Well, I don't know. I think you might be able to click Showcase and then paste a link in there.
And what's that do?
Does it? Is there an option for you to put?
Website.
Ah, right. There's no way of putting a link in there or anything like that.
No. I wonder if I went into Google onto me. I wonder if I could put a link on the actual YouTube video. Do you reckon that'd work?
I'll do that for you, Jim, while you're hosting.
Can you do that?
I certainly can.
Oh, there we go then. Right, let's go back into the chat again. Yeah, we're not doing very well here, are we? But onward and upward. I will have another sip.
If all else fails.
Yeah. Right, can I join? It came to my phone, not my computer. Ah. What we're going to do about that then?
But if you go to Jim's YouTube channel, Old Farts Brewery, and you should see a video of this going on, but it's not there yet. I can't see it live yet. But if we go to that video, should we put it on the new one, on your Nearly Hanging, number 26?
Yeah, do it on that one. If anybody wants to join us, like I say, it's first come, first served, and you know, if you get a little bit bored with it, being on the panel, if you like, and if you come off, if we get 10, I mean, fingers crossed we might. If you get a bit bored, and often allow other people to come on and sort of. That sounds rude, doesn't it? But you know what I mean, don't you?
Now, Jim, I've put that comment on.
What's that?
I've put a comment on that video.
Yeah.
You might just want to check, because you know what YouTube's like. It's got a link in. It might see it as spam. You might need to just go in there and
have a
tick
look.
it off as okay.
Let's just have a look then. I'll bring it down. It's all very technical stuff, Richard.
Yeah, he's lost me. Oh, somebody popped up there.
Oh, we got a pop-up.
There's a beer that's joined.
Pint of beer.
It must be working then, perhaps. There we go.
Hey.
Hey, up. Hello there. Can't hear us.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. What?
Right, well I haven't got video right now.
We can see you.
Yeah, there was an error while loading your app.
Would have come the webcam, but I have no headphones. I would have come, but I've got no headphones. That's Penga's 777000S. That's a shame. Have you got speakers on your computer? Because they seem to be making it quite a bit better with the echo. Have you noticed that, Richard, in the Hangouts?
I always wear headset anyway, so
Do you?
I don't know, but
yeah, but it's. I don't think we're going too much of that. It came on my phone. We've done that one, so get rid of that then. Where's Paul? Where's he disappeared to? Is he not coming on?
He's at the bottom there, Jim.
Yeah, he's at the bottom of the screen.
I'm right here.
Oh, it's Paul. Oh, you look better on your little picture, mate.
Thanks.
Right, we can get rid of that one then. That one's done.
Yeah, the link on the video worked, So that's where to direct people to.
Oh, right then. We're cooking on gas. If anybody else wants to come in, then if you press the link on video number 26 on the Old Farts channel, we should be cooking on gas. I would come, but my webcam. Oh, what's that one say? Let's see what it says. I would come on with the webcam, but I have no headphones. Just try it, Pengers, and I'll add you to my circles, and hopefully you'll be able to get in all right then. If you just go to the video number 26 on my channel, and there should be a link there that Rich has put there. So I'll just say that one's done. Oh, it's Big Kev. He's hello, Kev. He's from our motorbike community. So are you joining us, Kev?
If he says he's at work, then that's really no excuse for not coming on and having a beer.
No.
Work passes much quicker when you're drunk.
Pengers, how many are joining? Don't know, mate, but if you get a move on, you'll be able to get in. Right. Good morning, chaps. So we've said hello to Kev. That one's done. What's happening, lads? Hello, Sam. Nice to see you. If you'd like to join us, you can look at video number 26 on the Old Farts channel. There is a link in the comments there. And what's happening? Well, not a lot at the moment because I'm too busy talking and not enough drinking, to be honest.
So, what are you, Paul? Biker or brewer?
I am a brewer, I'm afraid.
Right.
Well, I'll say that. This is a brewing thing, isn't
Don't
it?
apologise.
Yeah, I've got a channel on YouTube which I try and post to as regular as I can.
Yeah.
But I've got family, 3 kids and stuff like that, so it tends to be every few weeks. Not like Jim, the prolific vlogger that he is.
Oh, I don't know about that. I sort of start off pretty quite a big volume, but I'm nowhere near like Richard is. I mean, he does about a dozen vlogs a day, don't you, Richard?
I try and do one a day. I've actually uploaded 3 today, but yeah, probably overdoing it.
It's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot.
One of them was just for me, really.
Let's switch my light on. Yeah, I love this this community. It's good fun. I think it is any road up. But I've got a lot to learn because all this tasting, I just don't get it. You know, the flavours in that. It's bloody hard, that is. I mean, it just it's not in my mouth long enough to taste it.
You've got to get some experience with different hops and find out what you like, and you start recognising them before you know it. You know, you'll have a pint in a pub and think, oh, I know what hops are in this. And, yeah.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll be good. I went and had a pint at dinner time. I had a real ale job, and I thought, oh, that tastes a bit bitter. Well, as good as mine, to be honest. So I must be doing something right because it tastes nice.
Yeah. So what are your favourite types of beers, guys? Who likes what in particular?
Sorry?
What are your favourite types of beers? Do you like the stouts or the IPAs or that type of thing?
Just the best bitters, mate. Just the best bitters.
Bitters.
As long as the draft. I don't like. This is another thing I can't understand about the brewing. How a lot of people keg the beer because I don't think it's as nice. I prefer the draft. You know, the old pump.
On the pump, yeah.
Hand pulled, you mean?
Yeah, rather than the keg stuff. I'm not too keen on that.
No, I keg mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, most of the time. Depends what you're brewing. You know, if you're doing a lager, then it's usually better in bottles because you can keep them in the fridge.
Yeah.
I haven't got a fridge for my kegs at the moment, so all my lagers go in bottles. But I like brewing American-style pale ales anyway, so they're typically out of a keg. You know, pushed out by CO2 anyway. That's how they're supposed to be served. They're not like an English ale from a pump.
No, no. Right, Big Kev's put 6 a.m. Too early for a beer. Fair dues. He's over in Australia.
A glass of wine, maybe?
It'd be lovely to see you, Kev. Okay, so let's get rid of that one. Sam Larkman, I'm at work, so no cam or brew until I get home. Oh dear.
I know Sam, he's over in Canada.
Over in Canada.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice of you to come along, Sam. Appreciate that. Yes, Colin, I'm red hot. And are you coming on board on this malarkey? Right. Let's get rid of that one. God, this is bloody hard work. I didn't realise it was going to be like this. Right, Sam again. I'll keg and bottle depending on my mood, to be honest. Oh, fair dues. Yeah.
Yeah, I use these a bottle, but I also have these mini kegs. You know, the 1 gallon little aluminium mini kegs.
Yeah.
And I find that having one of those, it'll probably last you. It could last a week if I want it to. So I can easily stick that in the fridge and just draw off that, you know. So I can't really afford Cornelius kegs or anything like that yet. So, and I haven't got the space anyway. So yeah, I find the bottles and the mini kegs do me for now.
I must admit, I like the bottles. I'm finding them quite good. Right, so we've done Sam's then. There's one at the bottom here, Ian Cobb. He says he can't find the video link at the moment, but he has a question. I have just managed to get a beer fridge today, but was wondering, can you alter the fridge to keep the beer at about 13 degrees? As I've heard that this is a good temperature for serving. Good point. Good point. I don't know.
Well, temperature for serving depends on the style of beer. So a lager you want to be colder, obviously, and ale you want to be warmer. Depends on what you're brewing. And if you want to control your fridge, then you'll need some hardware. Go on eBay and search for STC 1000s, I think they are. They're little PID temperature controllers that you can easily rig up. They're really cheap. You have to modify the fridge so it takes the control from the temperature controller, and you have to have a temperature probe as well that you stick onto the fermenter. And then, that will control the fridge for you.
I've just bought one of those actually. They're very good. Apparently, I ain't got it wired up yet. So I've watched many a video, the STC 1000, and it looks quite good. And there's that Danish fella, I forget his name now, but he's done a video on it. That looks good as well. What's that Danish fella's name? Do you know the one I mean?
Yeah,
the Brew.
He's not Danish.
Isn't he? Thought he was.
He's
Or
definitely
Dutch.
But yeah, he has done one, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. Right, Cheshire Own Brew. If you go to the my channel and go down to number 26.
I've been trying to make it easier, Jim.
Hey, oh, there we go.
You go to your web browser and type that URL in. That will get you here. In theory.
That's quite complicated when you've had a drink, to be honest, isn't it?
Compared to the real one.
It's easy. But yeah, if that works, that's great. If you click, oh, you can't click. Richard? You know when you're just watching these, can you click on you can't click on the boxes and control them, can't you?
No, if you want to choose one, if you click it, Jim.
Oh, I'll click
then
it
I
now.
believe that on YouTube, or if people are watching, they'll see the one that you're clicked on.
Is that working now?
Well, we don't get to see that, but people watching should get to see that link.
Well, Sam's just said he's Dutch. Well, thanks, Sam.
I think you can still come in. I don't think we're stopping anyone coming in, are they? Just because they're Dutch.
No, no, come in. Come in. It's a bit flat over there, though, isn't it? Fantastic. Thanks for that. What? Is that the one about the heat? Right. It's bloody hot work, this is, isn't it?
Yeah, it took us a bit of practice.
I think we've done that one. Bloody warm out. Jim, how did the fermentation work out, mate? Right, this is where I was burning me brew. Yes, it was 105 degrees in the shed, and it didn't really matter to me because being a bit bloody stupid and not knowing things, but it was like panic button. It was like the red button was pressed, weren't it? And everybody was saying, "God, what are you doing? You know, get it out of there, get it in the bath, you know, bring it in home." And so I went into Sue and I says, "Right, I've been told that I've got to bring me beer." And he says, "Yeah, you're not bringing your bloody beer in here." It's an emergency, you know. You got to let me bring me beer in. You know, there's quid's worth. Hey, what's happening? What's happening?
All right, that's my alarm because I'm baking some bread.
All right, all right. Yeah, but what I did in the end, I got a continental quilt, not the one off the bed. I've got one outside, and I soaked it and wrapped the kegs round. So not the fermenters. I wrapped it, and yeah, it brought the temperature right down. But I've actually bottled one lot because it was ready, and the other lot that had gone right down on the thing nearly sank in. You know, I don't know what you call it. What's it? The hydrometer. That went right down. So I thought, I'll whack her in the bloody keg then. So that's them done. Right. What's happening next then? So that's Sam's done. How many are joining? I found us, Pengers. Don't look like it, does it? If you need any more help, just put another note on here. I've cleared them all. Cleared them. I'm empty. What do I do when I'm empty? Am I allowed to bugger off and fill her up?
Yeah, I have.
Right, I've got to shoot off for a minute. Am I all right to do that? Where's Richard? Is he there?
I'm still here. I've tried to make it even easier for you, Jim.
Well, what you done now?
Even easier. I've got a new link that should be even easier to get to.
Oh, look at that. That won't work, will it?
It will.
Oh, there you go. I'll keep it on that then.
bit.do/old fart.
And it worked?
That should get you in, yeah.
Right, we'll get a pint. Hope it works, Richard. It's a bugger when the house buggers off, isn't it?
It's a new one.
You should have some bottles lined up by the side of the computer, really.
Oh dear. So you're brewing beer, are you?
I brew my own, yeah.
I used to be a mead person.
Oh, aye.
But I kind of stopped a while back. I think it made me ill.
Because you were drinking too much.
I think that might be the case. That and other things, but yeah, it's.
I've been wanting to try mead for a while, but it takes a long time to make a good mead, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, when I was doing straight mead, I'd do a gallon of honey and 3 or 4 gallons of water.
Wow, that's a lot of honey.
It is, yeah. And then just pasteurize it out, and then add in a yeast and ferment it, usually a port yeast.
Oh.
And it would vary. The quick ones were 8 to 12 weeks to ferment.
Just to ferment?
Just to ferment. And then you store them for 2 years. The slow ones, I had one that was fermenting for probably about 8 months. Very, very slow ferment, but it was a beautiful drink.
Yeah.
I think the slowest one was a melomel, which was made with half honey and half orange juice.
Right.
The problem is, though, you find that you're drinking something that's like incredibly alcoholic fruit juice.
Yeah.
After a while, really, really sweet and sickly, and you can drink far too much of it for your own good, really.
I think I do that already, and I only drink beer.
Sorry, folks. Sorry. Can you just see the login? Is that all you can see?
Have we had someone else join in, or have they just changed their picture? Steve.
I'm back here. Can you see me now?
We've got another couple join in by the look of it.
Oh, well done. Hello, folks. Hello there. That's Kev.
Jim, can you hear me?
Hello, Kev. How you doing, mate?
Cheers,
Pretty
Kev.
good yourself. Hey, Richard.
I just realised I'm holding my beer up to your to the camera, but I'm sharing my screen, aren't I?
Hello, David. It's lovely to meet you, mate.
Hi, Jim. Cheers, mate.
Have you been watching?
Yeah, I've been watching. The last link, the old fart, got into that, no problem. So, cheers.
Oh, that's it then. Cracking, cooking on gas.
I'm going to tap myself a beer now. 1 second.
Okay.
Right, I'll share it. Anybody who wants to join again, I can read that one out quite easy, I think.
That's lovely. Cheers, Richard. That's worked well.
Cheers, Kev.
Thanks a lot. I've got a cup of tea.
6 o'clock in
Morning,
the morning.
Kev.
Good morning.
I know it might be heresy, but I'm going on to coffee next, I think. I've got a long ride tomorrow.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I've got a question for you, actually. Water. What water do you use when you're brewing? Do you use the town water or your house water or what?
Who, me?
Anyone.
I use the water out the tap, mate.
Yeah, I use tap water, but there is a lot of science behind water. And the easiest thing you can do if you brew an all grain is to measure the pH of your mash and try to correct for that using either something acid or something alkaline. If you brew an extract, it doesn't matter so much. But
Yeah, that's what I used to brew. Was the extracts. I think Jim did one of Cooper's. We got the kits, it's just Cooper's stuff. I used to do a hell of a lot of it. It was fun to do, but not to the extent that some of you fellas are going to.
You wanted to know the price of that cabinet. It was £14. I forgot to put it down.
Yeah, £14 here. That costs about $12, which is about £7, I suppose.
Oh,
£6.
that's cheap.
for a tin of Coopers,
Yeah.
that's a good deal.
It's always been fairly cheap. It's gone up. It used to be around the $10 mark, and it's gone up a bit. The water we use up here, where I am I live in a place called Cabramurra, and I work underground sometimes in a power station underground. We have our own. I'll never send Jim a picture privately later. It's we tap a spring inside that's coming out of the hole in the wall to make our home brew. It's hard to explain, but it is a natural break in the wall, and it's beautiful water. It's 300 metres underground, and it's just the best water for making home brewing.
Okay. Sam Larkins just put a note up there. He's got to get back to work, and he'll try to touch base later. So we'll see you later on, Sam, hopefully. Thanks for coming on board.
Can you hear me or see me?
Yeah, we can see you and hear you.
Who's Pengers then? He's not in, is he, Pengers?
No.
Tried the link, but it doesn't work.
Have you tried the latest one, the bit.do? If you do bit.do, bit.do/oldfart, that should get you in.
Yeah, I just got that one myself, yeah. Did the trick for me.
It's gone quiet.
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried now. Come on, David. Can you say something, mate?
Yeah, mate. It's actually a Wilco sale at the moment. You've got I think it's half price on the 2-can kits, and they've got quite a bit off the Cooper's kits as well. So in the UK, Wilco's sales on for not sure how long it's on for, but it's worth stocking up while you can.
I just bought this last week and all. I bought another bloody Cooper's, didn't I? 14 quid.
Yeah, they're 11.50 now in Wilco's.
How much?
11.50 or 10.50. I think it's 10.50 actually.
Oh, it would be. Bloody marvellous, wouldn't it? I don't know. How many have we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. That's not bad, is it? That's all right, that.
Good.
So, where's everybody from then? Where are you from, David?
I actually live for a place near Hyde, Cheshire.
All right.
You know, yeah, about 10 miles outside Manchester.
Yeah.
So,
Kevin, you're Australia. Whereabouts in Australia, Kev?
It's the highest town in Australia. And it's in South,
oops,
Didn't
and
work.
it's full of snow.
what's happened?
It didn't work. What about you, Paul? Where are you from?
Well, right now I live in mid Wales,
All right.
but I've spent 14 years in Sheffield, and I'm from Lincoln originally.
All right.
So not too far from you, Jim.
No, not too far. Hey, oh, we got a new one. Christian's joined us. Hello, Christian.
Hello, Jim. You all right?
Yes, fine, thank you.
Evening, David.
Yes, Christian. All right, mate.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, superb. Cheers.
Good.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Hello, Steve.
I lost my internet connection and I wasn't too sure whether I was able to get back in or not.
No, you're cooking on gas, mate.
Right.
So,
Almost flame out.
Hey,
Hey, what about that technical, eh?
back in 5 minutes, need some power.
I'm learning.
That's the first one gone.
I'll tell you one thing, it's mostly Brits, isn't it? It's
they're the only people that can understand you, Jim, to be honest.
oh, great. I don't know, Kev does all right.
Have we
He's
lost
all the
Kev?
time.
Oh, he's still on.
No, Kev's still there. Hey, oh, somebody's gone. Ooh, getting a lot
What
of
time
blank
is it
walls
now?
and things.
It's 9:30, so we probably wouldn't have anyone from America yet anyway.
Yeah, what time is it over there?
It's 5 hours behind on the East Coast.
Okay. I think 1 or 2 are coming on at, when did they say? 10 o'clock. I think a couple are coming on at 10. I've got all the questions sorted, cooking on gas.
Yeah.
What's this showcase do? Shall I press it?
It was new last night. Nobody could work out what it did.
Shall I put a website on it? How do you spell sexy teens? I'll give that a miss. I'll save that for later. I'll experiment. So, what's everybody brewing at the moment then? Are we all brewing something?
I'm not brewing out at the moment.
No.
I'm just working with. This is one of them
Taking it up again up.
Bulldog IPA, double IPA brews. Just a kit.
All right.
That comes out at about 8.8%.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's quite a strong beer, that.
It is, isn't it? Is that what they call wife beater?
That's a big one.
Snoring juice,
If
as
you
we
can
call
still
it in
stand
Bedford.
I don't know.
Well, this is an American Pale Ale that I've done, which is I'm taking it actually. I'm going on a stag night tomorrow night, and I'm taking it with me in a keg. So I shouldn't drink too much. But I've also got another Pale Ale that I'm doing, which went on Tuesday night, and I've got a California Lager, which is just finished and really needs bottling.
This Pale Ale is very popular, isn't it?
Mm.
It's because it's nice.
Mm. I don't know whether to whack this.
Does anybody brew the festival kit?
No.
No, I haven't had a go at them.
No.
I haven't seen them on sort of like a special offer yet.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, they are quite expensive. They're about £25.
Mm.
But they are good. I just got one of those, I think it's Golden Summer Ale, something like that. Really, it's got like an elderflower aroma to it. It is nice. Yeah, I think for me, they're some of the best kits.
When I've seen them in I think it's Wilco's, they've always been about 25 quid, but at the same time you've had a Woodford's kit on offer for about 14 quid.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, I've never brewed a Woodford's kit, so I don't know what's in them. Is it a double sachet type thing?
Yeah, 2 can, 3 kilo, and they come out all right, to be honest. Occasionally they do stick at sort of 10-20, but as long as you give it like a damn good shake and a damn good stir, and maybe you chuck a bit more yeast at it, then yeah, they come good, to be honest.
Yeah.
But the Woodford kits seem to be one of those things that if you try and pimp them up, they're not as good as if you just sort of do it as per the instructions.
Right, yeah. I don't tend to mess about with the festival kits. I think that those seem to be, because you get 2 bags of extract and the brewing sugar and all your hops, your dry hops and things like that. I don't feel the need to actually do anything extra to them. And what you've got there is what you've got, and so I'll leave them alone. The Cooper's kits I usually pimp up.
Hello, Rookie Brew. Are you coming to join us? I hope so. If you're trying to get in, if you go to try the link on my video channel number 26, and if that doesn't work, just put another note, because we've got another route to come in on. So be your best with that one, mate. Here we go. I'll press the button, Richard's button. There we go. If you want to type this in, anybody who wants to come onto the panel, if you just type that in there, you should be able to get the link and straight in. So that'd be nice to see you, Rookie Brew, from New Zealand, no doubt. So that'd be good. And we've got another question from a fella motovlogger, Devon Mellon, and he's saying, as a newbie, what are the main differences? Let's select it. What are the main differences from brewing beer and cider? Well, I'm new to this and all, so I've not tried any cider. The only ones I've looked at is the turbo cider that a lot of brewers are doing. So I don't know if there's any of the panel would be able to help you with that, Devon.
I'm assuming he realises that cider is apple juice and beer is fermenting malt extract.
Pardon me?
I review ciders. I just do the old apple juice with champagne yeast, and that always works. Works well.
Yeah, I think the cider is just a simpler process, isn't it? You've not got hops, unless you put hops in it. Hop cider, you haven't got all that happening. So it's just your apple juice and your sugar and the yeast, and away you go, and that's it.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done any sort of cider on a large scale? It's always been like a gallon batch and a demi-john. I've never done it like a 23, 25 litre. It's always been a demi-john sort of in the cupboard and that's
Yeah,
it.
no, I haven't. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I always do as well. I always sort of buy 4 or 5 different types of apple juice so I can get demi-johns on the go. Because I don't like wasting yeast.
Hi, Clive.
Hello, mate.
Hey, Clark.
In a minute when I get the camera to stay still.
Hello, Clive. You're right, mate.
Yes.
Are you
not so
broadcasting
bad, mate.
last week, Clive? Yeah.
Hot,
Good.
sweaty and thirsty, and I'm turning about to solve that problem.
I've got a cure for that.
Yeah, so have I.
That
Right.
the better bottle that I gave you, Jim, the big plasticky thing.
Yeah.
That had a 5-gallon batch of scrumpy done in it once.
All right.
Very, very tasty.
Oh,
Just done from mashing apples up and what have you, and then I ran that. I think I was probably with a port yeast as well, just to get it good and strong.
I think the first decent cider I ever made was a recipe from David at Cheshire Own Brew, which was a cherry cider recipe. Up until then, there's always been like a bit ropey, but the cherry cider one was the first decent one ever actually made.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
yes.
Actually, Christian,
Yes, mate.
I've got a beer of yours here.
Oh Christ, yeah.
Bit of live tasting for you.
Oh God, thanks. Yeah.
It's the number 14. Is it a stout?
It's a blackcurrant brown ale.
Is it a 1 litre bottle? Can I open that and give these guys a little insight into what you've actually made?
Yes, of course, but give it like a really aggressive pour, mate, because yeah.
Will do. Yeah, it's not quite as tight as a Yorkshireman, is it, that bottle?
I thought it tasted really good, but Ant did he did a review last week, and I thought he's a tight bastard on his reviews. It is.
You want a Yorkshire beer, mate? Let's say.
Yeah. Was that it? Was that a thimble, Clive? Is it? Or...
Right, got another question. Got another question here. Can you tell me if you can brew cider in the same fermenter as lager? I should imagine that's
Not at the same time. No.
Not at the same time, but yeah.
No,
Can you brew snakebite?
unless you split it halfway down. Fruits coming through there. Darkened fruits.
Go on, David, be generous on your review, mate, please.
A little bit flat, if I'm honest. The carbonation is there, but it's not as much as I would have hoped. Very, very fruity, and
Just like you, David, a bit flat and a bit fruity.
yeah. What was the ABV? It just tastes very strong to myself.
I think it's about 6.3, I think.
Would have been on my back about half an hour. Hey, that's not bad, that, mate. I'll have to look back at your notes. You got all the notes online, didn't you?
Yeah, hang on, mate. I've just got to move the camera because my missus wants to go to the toilet. Hang on. That's all right, love. You can go through now.
Wouldn't it be best to sit on a chair, do you
Oh,
think?
I'll tell you what.
There are certain things that shouldn't be broadcast live.
Are you taking the piss?
Will be your.
Hurry up, love. Yeah.
And did somebody mention about pulling something when they were having a test taste? What's all that about? When it's, you know, I know it's for over 18s and that, but even that, I mean, what are we talking about there?
Talk about pulling.
I
Yeah.
just thought I
Double
got on
fisted
about pulling
now.
my missus. Yeah.
David,
Yeah.
how you got a light there, mate?
Sorry?
You got a light?
No, I don't smoke.
Hey up, Rocky Brew, joining us.
Is
Hello,
Zane in the
Yeah,
house?
hey.
Oh,
Yeah, I am,
that's
but I've got no camera, and I've got kids. It's
we're
early in the
on.
morning here, quarter to
that's commitment.
9,
That
and
is.
the
He's
kids
coming
are all
live from his
Friday.
wedding.
Yeah. So no
I'm
swearing,
trying
please.
to sort it out on my phone so I can get a bit more privacy.
Lots to go inside, Jim. A bit dark here, so I'm going to move up. Give me 5 minutes.
Okay, mate. See you in a minute.
Bye, Dave.
Can you hear me, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Near the kids in the
Oh, yeah.
background.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to to the rest of your wedding photos at the moment.
Oh, okay, this is pretty cool. Does anybody know how to do it on a Android phone?
Yeah, go straight to
Phone's a retard.
You've got to download the app. There's an Hangout app for the iPhones and that. I should imagine there's one for the Android. So if you go into your little app things, I'm sure there'll be an Hangout one in there.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
There is,
I've got the app, but don't work at all. Brookie. You might need an invitation or something, I don't know.
There's what there is. There's a link on. If you go, I don't know whether you can do that on the Hangouts. How would you do that on the iPhone or the Android? I don't know.
I'll try it. I've got an Android phone next to me. I'll see if I can work it out.
Yeah, I've just had a try. I can't. I'm just putting having a pint with the old fart, but it's not coming up.
Thanks, guys.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm the wrong side of 30 to be technical.
I was going to ask you, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
How did you get on with your diets? You know, you did your juice diet.
Yeah, it were brilliant. I lost 3 stone and put 2 stone back on.
It worked then.
Yeah, it worked great. And then I got introduced into this bloody game, didn't I?
Hell of a week though, wasn't it? Yeah.
Moved from fruit juice to barley juice, and it didn't.
Yeah. Not recommended. I have got to go on a serious. Well, it's not a diet, is it? The trouble is, I mean, look at that, and then the juice.
Have to give the chips up, Jim.
I don't have chips.
So it's if you
No.
type in the name, email, number, or circle.
It's totally
Where's Abe?
Yeah, have you put it as a circle, Jim, or?
Yeah. It's, I don't know about a circle.
Oh, kids.
You know, is
Yeah.
that best if you want to go on a diet?
Live's here.
Why don't you ask your little child?
Oh.
Ask a 2-year-old, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll sort that one out. What amazes me is how the panel stays so thin.
Photoshop, Jim.
Can not work.
Right, Clive.
What on, mate?
There's Norfolk.
You alright, David?
Yeah, how are you, mate?
I think one of you two better watch over. They're getting a bit close, aren't they? Right, can somebody, sort of be sensible now, please?
Rookie in New Zealand, what's your name?
I wonder if I could just mute this. The kids are friggin' screaming, and I'll come back. I think the wife might have worked it out.
What?
Did he just say he thinks the wife might have whipped it out?
Whipped it out, I think he did, yeah.
And now she's screaming.
Probably best that his camera isn't working.
And if you want to watch that, you got to pay $20 a month on your subscription.
That's a completely different matter.
That's the wrong kind of hangout.
I was.
Well, we've got. I think we've got room for one more, haven't we? Two,
He's
four,
just gone, hasn't he?
6, 8. Yeah, one's just disappeared. Hasn't it? There they went.
I'll slip an extra one in.
Hey.
This is for 18s, you know. How
That's
many
like a
you got
blind
anyway?
age,
I've only got one. I thought we were supposed to be talking very sensible, beery things.
Said it was going to be a night down.
The beer is talk.
Now it's going to decay into deprivation.
Oh, there
Hey,
he is.
Rookie.
there we
Hey,
are.
yeah, it's working, Rookie.
Oh, it's gone.
on.
You've got a test card.
Have any of you guys got a B&M near you?
Yeah.
B&M.
S&M. Sorry, Dave. S&M.
Stores a bottle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Got one in Uzbekistan.
It's One City Stout. It's Russian IPA. Russian Stout, sorry. 9.9%.
Is that the Mad City?
Yeah, and it's £1.39 for a 330ml bottle. So might try that one later.
Okay, it's cheap then.
Yeah, superb. I've had one at Aunt Rogerson's Russian Stouts, and that was pretty good. But lively.
I'm still mopping it up, Dave.
Had me snorkel on for one of his, you know.
Oh. Dave, I filmed an episode of Thursday at the weekend, and it was a Morrison's sort of supermarket beer.
Yeah.
And I'll upload it in a few weeks' time, but I opened it up and he went everywhere. and I was just sitting there in my pants and a t-shirt. I got absolutely soaked. My missus had just sort of steamed the floors in the living room as well.
Whoa.
Everywhere it went. Oh,
I think we've all been through off a missus at one time or other, haven't we?
yeah.
I know I have.
Hey, Zane's there.
Yeah, I made it.
You all right, mate?
Cheers, mate.
My wife ripped it out.
Oh.
Hey, it's working well, Zane, that.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'll try and find a better, quieter place without screaming kids.
That's the sort of video that you normally see on Crime Watch, that is, isn't it? Yeah.
Bless it. Oh, too much light. Yeah.
What's on your beer now, Christian?
Oh. Cheers, Dave. I've got 999 on sort of on radar for you.
Zane, turn the camera on its side.
That way?
No.
No, that won't
that
work.
it?
Forget that. No, it's not working.
No.
No.
Upside down.
Yeah, you've
That
got
way?
to stand up.
Where is that? Other side of the world, anyway.
What happened? Oh, that one. Ah.
Oh.
Shit. I don't know what I'm...
I think I broke it for him.
I've been meaning to ask you, on your other hobby, on biking, what sort of bikes have you got?
Well, I've got a pan-European bike, Honda, and I've got a Yamaha Diversion that I'm just going to take to bits and flog, I think.
Okay.
But Richard's got a modern version of me Diversion. It's a very nice bike. And you want to watch some of Richard's vlogs, is quite prolific.
Verbal diarrhea, I think, is the term you're looking for.
Yeah, well, I couldn't think of that.
People like that, mate.
He talks a lot.
It's a completely different world, though. The this sort of community on the motorbike side of things. I was saying to Richard earlier on that you tend to talk about a variety of things whilst you're riding with a camera on your bonds, and it's not such a narrow field, if you like. But I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, because you know you just talking different things. Whether people like it or not, it's a different matter.
I don't find the brewing community, though, to be honest. I find the brewing
Sorry?
community, they're very open and they're eager to share their ideas and the different experiences.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
the community. You know, we've all made mistakes, but we also like to, you know, share our experiences and the successes we've had as well. So,
Yeah.
It's
really like that.
it's a really great source for learning, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
I first got into brewing because my wife bought me a book. Like the amount from books as I have just from you guys on YouTube, really.
Yeah, I think you can learn a lot from the people's guys. Yeah.
The thing is, a book's all very well, but when you actually see somebody do it, it's 1,000 times better. I reckon it's right what they say, you know, about a picture of 1,000 words, isn't it?
The first two people I watched was Craig Tube, which was the big one, and
Yeah.
Dave from What's Brewing UK. I think he was some superb stuff, Dave.
Yeah.
And he's gone for seeing a bit now, but I think he's you know, he really rapport, and he really showed us people. Well, he got the websites and forums, and he's actually done what people should be doing or, you know, perceived to be doing. I think there's some cracking stuff there. Big Dave. I think the community's a lot poorer without him, to be honest.
Who's that? Who's that, Dave?
Sorry?
Who's that?
Big Dave, what's Brewing UK?
Oh, yeah.
That's how I got into it as well, Dave.
Yeah, superb guy.
I had a mate down the pub who did like YouTube there, came across Big Dave at What's Brewing UK, and he made it look so easy.
Yeah, me too.
So I thought,
yeah.
I'll, you know,
I think he's,
have a go, yeah.
I think he inspired a lot of people because he did it so simple, and you know, if they could do it, you know, we tried it as well, in which we obviously succeeded to an extent.
To an extent, yeah.
And I think from the Brits who had YouTube channels, he was like had the most, didn't he? I mean, he didn't do any like sort of Uvu stuff or anything like that, but he had like sort of 2,500 sort of subscribers, didn't he? You know, he was the man, wasn't he? Yeah.
Has he stopped doing it now?
Yeah.
Has he stopped doing it now? Because I haven't seen any of his videos for a long time.
I've not seen it for a long time, no.
No, he puts his last video he put up was something about he was going on a diet or something because he was a big lad, a bit like Skew. He was like a big lad, and he said he was going to sort of focus on his diet for a bit, and then that was about a year ago, and I think yeah.
Imagine coming back as 12 stone and being like a lean. You know, what's the man kind of these?
Maybe he's come back and we don't recognise him.
And his name's Athena now as well, yeah.
Oh no, right. Oh shit, it's morning here, I just woke up. I don't have a pint yet. And it's bugger because I've got a bloody sober drive, so.
Oh dear.
What time are you on there, Zane?
What's that?
What time is it there now?
About 9, I think. 9 AM.
Oof.
It's bloody early to have a pint. I'd love to. But yeah.
Are you having like a beer on your cornflakes, Zane?
What's that?
Are you having like a beer on your cornflakes?
I know somebody who's done that.
The kangaroos.
They didn't have any milk, so they just put beer on the cornflakes.
Whiskey fried chip.
You can run out of milk, but you can't run out of beer.
That's a sin.
David, are you over 3 months?
Brewing work then, Jim?
What was that?
How did this motorcycling like work?
I'm sure it's not the first time you did it, Clive. It's not the first time I'm sure that someone said this, but you've got a lovely helmet. Yeah.
That's why they made the open face visor.
It was in with the post office the other week. Yeah.
Back to front.
Alright, beer with me.
Hang on, away.
Jim, I have to ask, are you a ex-police motorbike cop?
No, I work as a civilian at the
Right.
police. Basically, by trade, I'm a knitting technician, and when I left school, I was a knitting technician and learnt the trade, and then I set up my own business many years ago, and I ran a business for about 30 years, and then it went tits up, and I ended up in a.
Have to move the toilet now. Hang on.
Off we go again.
Hello, yeah.
Sideways.
We're not shy, you're okay.
That's all right. That's all right, love. You can go now. It's all right. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Anyway, I ended up in a call centre.
Yeah, this is a wheat beer. This is Optimod's wheat beer. So here's Optimod, if you watch him on YouTube. Does it out everywhere?
Got a good grip there, Zane.
Yeah, it is.
You done that before, haven't you?
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's making my eyes water.
It's like watching the Highland Games, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Look at the expression on his face.
Yeah. Who misses?
The kids are not there today. Bloody hell, it's like a congreel.
Whatever happens, Christian.
Sorry, Clive.
Whatever happens, don't tell your missus how sensitive the mic is, because we can hear her.
She's full.
Hey, Clive, it's a good job. I've hidden her batteries.
Is that early morning beer happening there in New Zealand? Looks like it.
Here's Brett Cooper.
It's a wheat beer, so I've got to give it a bit of a mix, don't I?
Brett Cooper's put a comment on. He said, "Good bloody evening, gents." Good evening, Brett.
Hi,
Good
Brett.
evening, Brett.
Brett. Hi, buddy.
All right, mate.
Cheers, buddy.
It's like an echo, isn't it?
An echo?
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 Hey.
An echo?
So what time is Rookie? What's your name?
Zane.
Zane. What time is it in New Zealand, mate?
About 9 AM.
So, yeah,
He's a brewer.
Nice finger head. Cheers, Optimod. This come all the way from Auckland, so cheers to you, buddy. Wheat beer.
Oh, David.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was thinking, you do realise though that one of Zane's kids is going to school at the moment because you've nicked his lunchbox.
What's my hair?
I've got all the gear here. The hop, the beer.
Lunchbox.
I didn't put it in the box, I didn't know.
I've got a license though.
No, those things are bloody handy, those lunchboxes. Only about $2, and you can. I made my temperature controller with it, and I've also got my filter with it. My filter and my mesh tun. I made out of that. Just drilled holes in it, put it in a bag. Dead space, but it seemed to work all right.
Well, the sandwich is a bit soggy though, Zane.
Just a tad. I'm going to use one to make a stir plate too, so it'll be quite cool because they can all stack on top of each other. But anyway.
So I've got a question here for the panel. As soon as we're not getting many questions from the audience, have we got any viewers? Oh, we've got 5 viewers. Bloody hell, must be mad. Any road up? The question is, I'd like to go to, who shall I go to? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
It's like Lenny Bennett with punchlines, isn't it?
Yeah, Christian,
Yes,
how long have you been YouTubing?
Probably about a year, to be honest. I've been watching vids for about 18 months on YouTube. First of the people I watched were Dave at Watch Brewing UK, Clive, of course, at Norfolk Hillbilly, Brewmaster Ben, Uncle John, although apart from his car seat, he seems to have disappeared at the moment, and of course Craytube. But uploading myself, yeah, for probably about 10 months.
Right, that's good. What about you, Clive?
What is it this week? Is Homebrew Wednesday 78, so 78 weeks of casting every week.
Goodness me.
That,
David, how about you, mate?
about 18 months, yeah. I had a channel for a while back, then had some technical issues, but then I came back bigger and better, as they say. Well, I hope so.
Yeah, here we go. Cheers. Cheers, Jim.
Then there's Paul.
Having a pint. And everyone else. Cheers.
So how long have you been YouTubing, Paul?
Not as long as the others, actually. My first one was at Christmas, and then I had a short hiatus while I sorted some stuff out, and probably about 3 or 4 months now. But I don't upload every week because I just don't have the time. Plus, I don't like to. I like to try and find something to talk about when I upload a video, rather than just do an update on what's going on. I want find an interesting subject so I can try and get some feedback.
All right.
I think, Jim, this week, this morning, I think at work I uploaded an episode of Thirsty Thursday, which is my sort of bargain beer review show, and that was my 80th vid, I think. So, not as many as sort of Clive and David or whatever, but yeah, sort of getting up there.
Let's ask you guys, who's on YouTube for a while. I've just had a video, and I don't know why. I must feel sorry for me. It's had over 1,000 views, and what's the most views you guys have had on a YouTube video?
1,001, Dave.
Right,
1,001. I've got a couple of things.
Join us. It's Bill. Brewing with Bill wants to join us. Brewing with Bill. If you go to video number 26, there's a comment on there with the link, and that's on the Old Farts channel. So if you have a look on that for a start, if not, come back, just type up again, and we'll give you another idea of how to get in, mate.
Jim, I can get on that one, but the guy who put these things on the link, the Old Farts, I got on that so easy.
Yeah,
right. Can you do that, Richard?
Yeah, I'll bring that back.
Yeah, that didn't work the first time I tried it, but it did the second time.
Oh, I've lost it. It's bit.do/oldfart.
That was the one, yeah.
If you can remember that, Bill. Because our bloody
Anyway. It's a lovely beer, Optimod. Look at that lacing. Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Good going, Zane.
What the hell's he on about?
It's a sunk tank, Jim. It's a sunk tank. He's buying, yeah.
It's not that curtains, mate.
It's not doilies either.
Sounds all right. Sounds all right to me. Right then, yeah, Bill. If you get any problems, just put another note. I'm going to press the button here now. Right, next one. Big Twin Brewing. Hello from Texas. Hello. And how many of the folk here? Can't spell. How many folk are in the SRP? No, that's wrong. SRP Pour Challenge.
I am. Yep. I just popped tonight.
Not me, mate. No.
Yeah, I'm in it.
No, sorry, I'm
not organised enough.
a tight ass when it comes to paying shipping.
I'm in
But,
it. I dropped my beers off with Harry in person. I was going past his house, so.
Right. The next
The
one's
Duff-
from
More pint.
Brett Cooper. Can anybody see me? No, Brett.
No, sorry,
That's
bro.
that answer.
No.
So get rid of that.
Yeah. We can see your face, Brett, but you've got like a black line across it, you know, across your eyes. One of them sort of photos.
Like Ranger.
Yes.
That's a ball of flavour.
I think it's got a bit of lace in there.
Yeah, guys, can I have a challenge for you?
Yeah, go on, David.
Right, this is a...
As long as it's not football related.
Up tonight, this is a pint IPA, 5.6%, 355 millilitres, 79p. Can you guys beat that for a beer from the supermarket?
Is that B&M again, Dave?
Yeah, B&M again, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Pint IPA, 355, 5.6. I don't... There's a bit here I can't understand. It says, please drink responsibly. Anybody know what that means?
That's you had it, Dave. Yeah.
Well, I like the bit on the labels of the American bottles that say no fat women can have them.
It's a birth defect, Clive, that is.
David, can I say, isn't that cheating?
What?
Buying it?
No, because I can reuse that bottle for my mead.
There you go. I can read it, David.
Recycling.
Right, new to homebrew Tom.
Tom.
Looking
Hey,
good.
Tom.
Yes. Are you coming, Tom? I hope so.
How you doing, Tom? How's the little one doing?
Got Big Daddy?
Got brown fingernails yet, Tom?
Cheers, Tom.
Only joking, Brett. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be harsh. Oh, I've upset somebody already.
Again?
Again. I don't know why.
I'm off, Jim.
You're off.
What's that you got there, Clive?
750 mil.
Yeah.
Who says they're off? Who?
Me.
Who the hell's me? Can you put your hand up?
I think it's Kev, Jim.
Kev.
Yes.
See you then, Kevin.
See you later, chaps.
See ya. Bye, Kev.
Cheers, Kev.
See you, mate. Cheers.
See you.
See ya.
How you going, Bill? You getting...
Right. New to homebrew Tom says good. Cheers.
I can't see
Right,
Tom. I can't see Tom.
Cheers, Tom.
I'm going to send him a message on Facebook, see if we can get him in here.
Lovely. And brewing with Bill. Thanks, guys. We'll give it a try.
That'd be cool if Bill can join. He's a really,
Cool.
Yeah, we want.
he's
we
a really
want
good
Bill
guy.
there.
English beer. French beer.
Does the French beer smell of garlic and cheese?
That might do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Clive,
dear.
you'll have to drop the beer like what they drop their rifles. Yeah.
English beer. Orange beer.
Yeah.
What Brett's put on, just kidding, you old good-looking bloke. How do you get a bloody video up then? What's he mean by that?
I think he
Well, you
means
mean
how do you
upload
do
it or join us on air, Brett. You've got to be a little bit more...
www.pornhub.
What's that, Clive?
Christian's email.
Oh.
Don't understand what you're saying there, Brett. Sorry, mate. Thanks, guys. We'll give it a try. Okay, Bill, look forward to that. How many's at the bottom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've still got 2 places, so there's plenty of room.
I've invited Tom. Hopefully he'll come in.
Oh, lovely. Nice to see Tom.
Yeah.
The final beers, guys.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got
cheers,
there,
thanks for
David.
doing this. It's working a treat.
Wilco's. B&M, sorry. This is double IPA. Can you see that? It's 8.5%. Another 330 milliliter bottle, and it's £1.29.
Ooh.
So you're getting pissed for about £5 tonight, Dave.
Oh yeah, can only do it for 2, but I'll have to buy some tonight.
Years ago, I actually went to B&Q with David, and we were after like some white spirit, and the lady said, "Do you want half a gallon or a full gallon?" He said, "No, it's all right, but I want one out of the fridge." We have a B&M sort of in Bedford where I am, but all it is like householdy stuff and Coca-Colas. They haven't actually got any alcohol stuff in it, so I hear stuff from David and Aunt Rogerson, but never get to buy any of it, unfortunately.
Right, Bill's
What's
having
B&M?
trouble.
On B&M's website, it's the license to sell alcohol. There's another one.
Bill, if you take a look at the video 26 on my channel, there should be a link there. I'm going to try and send you a link on this as well. Hang about. I don't know whether it's supposed to work, this bloody thing. Right.
Hats off to you, though, Jim.
I've sent you an invite. I don't know whether you'll get it, Bill.
Jim, hats off to you, though, mate. All of this sort of hangouty, YouTubey, Google Plus sort of black magic. You sort of, you've done really well, mate. Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised because it was a bit of a dodgy thing. Without Richard's help, Richard helped me out this evening getting it up and running. So thanks, Richard. The bloody thing won't work. Everybody else came on, but I couldn't get on. So
Jim.
Hey up, Tom.
Hey
up,
is that Tom?
Yes, hello, Tom. Oh,
he's been asleep that long. He's grown a beard.
Hey, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
It's alright, fellas.
Oh, he's
Right, mate.
a nappy king.
Looking a bit tired, mate.
I thought.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Anybody think you'd had a little baby?
It's not mine, I'm just standing by it, you know what I mean?
No trouble. You can back in nickname.
Has it got a beard?
You what?
Has it got a beard?
Not yet.
Oh.
She hasn't, no.
When it joins the circus.
Apparently you can't give a baby booze, as Vic and Bob say.
You can if you want it to sleep, mate.
No, I'd rather have it me sleep. Yeah.
Well, actually, I think you can give babies booze, but they used to call it viral, and it were a malt extract. Have you ever heard of viral?
No, I'm only young, Jim.
I know, you're only young. You're only young. But it's what it was a malt extract, and they used to sell it in a jar. And it used to be like a thick gunge, as malt extract sometimes is if it's really concentrated. And my mum used to give it me, and apparently she used to come into the, if I were crying, I'm talking babies now, when I was a little baby, believe it or not. And she never used to put the light on, and she used to feel around my face like that to find the hole. And when I started sucking her finger, she'd whack me dummy with the viral in, you see, like that. And she'd come in the next day. She always told me, she said, I'd be full of bloody fluff all around my face, where trying to find the bloody hole to whack this dummy with viral in. So yeah, you can give. Obviously, it's not fermented, but.
Good day, Manchester, Jim.
Yeah.
Eh?
You had that in Manchester, similar.
Yeah.
Feed the baby. Pakistan Stout, they used to call it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Viral. If you have a look on,
Viral.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll have a look on the internet and see if it's there. I bet you think I'm pulling your bloody leg.
So, Jim, you used to have it as a baby, so after athletes sort of went like that, sort of peace in our times.
Yeah, very funny, very
You stopped
funny.
drinking it, mate. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't come on here to be insulted. I can be insulted everywhere.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Yeah.
Tom's been given the baby already, look.
Oh, where's Tom? Where's
He's off
Tom?
the bed, you've got to breastfeed.
Let's hold in the baby.
We saw someone Mrs. Tom then for a second, didn't we?
Hey, look at this.
Hey,
Look at this.
hey, hey.
That's what Jim's
Yeah.
on the back.
Oh, round of applause, Tom.
She's asleep for once. Thank God for that. Waking up.
Au pair's gone now, but yeah.
I think Abby's just walked out, mate. It's yours.
Yeah, she's going out at night.
Is she?
God, au pair, Tom.
No, I've got an assistant though.
Oh, Richard, I've just sent you. Are you there, Richard?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm having a few connection problems, but
Yeah. You sent me a link. Are you're cooking on gas again?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you just missed a bloody good story from me. Do you want me to tell it again?
No,
yeah.
It was that big, wasn't it, Jim, the fish?
Yeah, massive.
That's a
Any
bit
road up. Any road up. I can't stop here, Natra, and I've got an empty glass here.
What I want to know, Jim, have we had a twizzle yet?
Not yet. I'm just going for one, mate.
I love the twizzles. It's amazing.
Twizzle.
I'm an expert at twizzles. I did twizzles on my bike, don't I, Richard?
Oh, aye, and I got at Twizzles for teleportation as well.
Yeah. Good at that.
I'm going to have to jump off this one, Jim.
The what?
I'm going to have to jump off. I've got to be up tomorrow quite early for that ride out. We're doing about 160 to 200 miles tomorrow, so
An hour?
early start. No, it'll take an hour and a half to do 200.
No, I thought you were going to talk about something else, son Richard, when you said you got to get up early in the morning.
Well, there's that as well.
Have a good night then.
All right, cheers, Jim. See you
Cheers,
later.
Richard.
Cheers.
Bye, all.
Thanks for helping out, Richard, mate. Cheers.
Ta-da.
Hey, listen, I'm going to jump out as well because I've got to get this one settled down. But I just wanted to jump in, show my face.
Well, thanks very much, Tom.
No,
Yeah,
it's,
cheers,
it's fine.
Yes, Tom.
All the best,
Fine.
Tom.
Hello,
Yeah.
Mrs. Tom.
Hello, Mrs. Tom. Yeah.
See you later.
Like a zombie.
Yeah. Go now.
All right, guys, take it easy.
Cheers,
See
mate.
you later.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye.
Tom, nothing.
You fucking bastard.
Wow.
See you later.
Right, mate.
Yeah, bye.
Fuck it, he's gone.
Question.
I went for a pint any road up. See you in a minute.
Alright.
Pint and a twizzle.
Yeah. Just going to get a refill from the fridge, chaps.
A question for you guys who left.
Yeah, go on, David.
Yeah, what's the most you've paid for a pint of beer?
What's what?
The most you've paid for a pint of beer?
£5 for
quid.
that same beer last year. This is the most expensive pint of beer I've bought.
Was it, mate?
12 quid for a bottle of Erdinger on the top of a skyscraper in Shanghai.
Oh, no.
12 quid? Bloody hell.
Sorry, it was on expenses.
It's a week's wage up bottom north, that. Bloody hell. 12 quid. Was it company expenses then?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
get
It
a
was
bloody
cool.
grant
I
at
didn't
all.
pay for it. It was my company, so it's fine.
12 quid. Anyway. Clive gets this for free, don't you, mate?
Yeah, that was £11.69 in the shop.
Wow.
I got it for £7.
What's so
That was
special about it, Clive?
You what, mate?
What's so special about it, mate?
That one's a hopping frog.
Is that good?
Supposed to be, yeah. Everyone rates it highly. Rate beer. All the guys have done, beer reviews.
Hi guys.
I do.
Right now, I'm no expert, as you know. But you see that? That is a Wilco cider that I got for the missus, right? Now, I'm going to do a bloody test taste on this.
Have you opened one yet, Jim?
No.
Careful, point it away from your computer, mate.
No problem. Right, are you watching?
Point it away.
Right.
Right.
Bloody technical difficulties.
Are we all watching?
Go on, mate.
Oh, shit!
Smooth.
Yeah, the fridge.
It seems alright, doesn't it? When you went to the carbonation.
Was it a wet fart?
What do you use for carbonation, Jim?
Sugar, mate.
Chernobyl. Chernobyl yeast, Jim. That's what it is.
I think I'm going to get a good head on it.
Cheers.
This is turbocharged side of this one.
Oh, I was at the wife's cider.
Yeah. Now you're going to have to excuse me because I've got to go out and swill the bottle. Look at that. Not very clear, is it?
Good, mate.
Oh shit! The bloody light. I turned out the lights. Don't open the curtain. Cracking day here, though.
It's not bad actually.
That's
It
good.
tastes like cider.
Too much light now, is it?
Right, Brett Cooper. How do I join in the video chat, Jim?
Too much frickin' light.
God knows.
There's a lot of profanity on this channel at the moment, Zane.
What's that?
I mean, can you try and keep the language down? There could be children nearby.
Sorry, I just thought that Zane lived in like an MFI showroom or something.
Yeah. Brett, I'll try and send. I'll try and send you a link, mate. Let's see if we can do that.
What happened to Bill? I thought Bill was coming on.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey,
Let's see. I mean, to be honest, it's shit. This, isn't it? Yeah. That's an invite to you, Brett. Have a look on your emails, mate. You never know your luck. If you get stuck, just write on this thingy again.
Thingy.
It's a technical term.
Technical thing, yeah.
Yeah. I'm right in the bloody other end of the house, so the signal's just on par, and if I cuts out sometimes or I lose you, so I have to reconnect. But yeah, it seems to be working alright on the phone. Works on the wife's phone, but not my phone.
Can somebody translate that for me, please?
His missus has paid the phone bill and he hasn't.
Oh, what's that? Oh dear. Brett says night, so I think it's a bit late for that, Brett, to be honest.
Oh.
So here's your cider, Jim.
It's not very good, to be honest.
This is a blackcurrant Melina wine I made.
Oh, that looks nice.
Not Melina. I've never heard of that.
Hey, haven't you, Clive? I'll send you a bottle up, mate. There you go. That was, I think that tipped the scales about 12%, but yeah, it's quite nice. Quite nice.
And if you guys watch
Guess what the main ingredient other than beer is in my SJ Paul competition entry?
Is it Melina, Clive?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I fail, it's the bloody Polish fault.
Oh.
And if you guys watch Benidorm, the sitcom.
Sorry, mate, come again?
Remember you guys watched the Benidorm sitcom?
Yeah, seen that, yeah.
Remember Donald and Jacqueline, the swingers?
Yeah.
Jacqueline, apparently she liked the sausage inside her.
Yeah. Your favourite drink, Dixon cider?
I've had a pork insider, but...
Oh!
Oh.
There you go. Maybe.
My wife likes some brew, but she does prefer a Dixon cider.
I just... Oh.
Oh, that's funny. So, oh, okay. Diet is not too great. That was a cat one, wasn't it?
Bill, if you're brewing with Bill, if you're watching, I've just sent you a link to your PM. If you have a look on your PM messages in Google, I've sent you a proper link, so hopefully that'd work for you. Be lovely to see, Bill.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, come on, Bill. You've been trying long enough.
Yeah. Although we might have to talk up though if talking to Bill, because if his church bells are going, he'll be able to hear us. Every time he does a home Wednesday video, he gets 2 minutes. And it's like dong. It's like the bloody end with Trevor McDonald. You know, it's
being called the man.
That's why I thought it was back in Notre Dame.
I'll tell you one thing, Bill was very scary when he was sort of doing that drinking with that troll.
Oh, yeah.
That was scary, with the bloody tattoos on his arm. I thought, oh my God, I don't want to get the wrong side of Bill.
That's Cindy Ben, what was it?
You want peace, prepare for war.
Yeah.
Oh, classic. Alright.
But has everybody sort of blocked Cindy Bin on their channels?
Yeah.
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 I haven't had a troll yet from her, so no.
We'll send her a PM.
Thanks.
Well, I woke up and I put my iPad on and had a look at the email, and they all started flowing out onto my bed, and I thought, what the bloody hell's going off here? it was Cindy Bin, whatever it were, Bin Laden or something, and it were flooding out, and we got one troll and then another troll. Will do, Jim. Been trying, don't know what I'm doing here. That's Bill. You don't know what he's doing here. Don't know there, is it? I don't think any of us do, Bill.
The wife sorted it for me.
If you have a look on in your email, Bill, on does the PMs come up differently? I don't know.
Yeah, it sort of lands in like your normal email inbox.
Yeah, so have a look in there, Bill. I've copied and pasted the link at the top. So any more problems? Just right on the right hand side there, mate.
What would be really good for like a sort of like a slack week on Homebrew Wednesday if Clive could sort of get one of his 12 balls out and get some sort of Barbie dolls up with like a picture of Cindy Bin and give her both barrels. That'd be quite sort of really good laugh. That would be, yeah.
Yeah.
There's one yesterday from Cindy Bin, you know.
Did you? How was she going?
Well, it's a cousin actually.
Oh.
Yeah, a man from London.
It was that Mindy.
Bin Laden.
It was that Mindy Bin. Huh?
Oh, God.
She was bloody funny though. She made me laugh.
Has this Cindy Bin got a bit of a drink down on the drink? Has she?
Yeah, she's against drinking, and anyone who drinks apparently is like a god blasphemy person who smokes pot and injects heroin and abuses kids, and she's an absolute mazza box of frogs. She really is.
To be honest, she's got this something against
She's that mad. I reckon for a day job, she probably works in HR or something.
Yeah, that's odd.
Health centre for BT.
Yeah,
she'd be in Delhi then, wouldn't she?
Yeah, she's got a great Indian accent, yeah.
I like that when they phone up and say, "Hello, my name is Barry. How can I help you?"
I had a guy once from Vodafone, and he said to me, "Hello, listen, it is dreadful weather we're having, isn't it?" I said, "You know, is it snowing in Bombay as well? Is it?"
Oh goodness gracious me!
Oh, lovely boy. We British.
Not taking the piss. I'm calling from Bradford.
Where's Adam Rogerson when you want him? Yeah.
What do you call a Chinese plumber?
Don't know.
Hello.
Lee King.
Oh.
Bill's blocked Cindy and he's had no problems, so I think we've all done
She's got
that now.
another account though. She does use another account apparently.
Oh, right.
Well, if she showed
Fairly
you,
much, she'll come back on the other one.
But honestly, she's a crafty cow, I tell you. She emailed me the other week trying to sell me some laser cartridges. And she also said that she worked in the Nigerian embassy. Oh, bless her heart.
We got some sort of person in the back, ain't we? Like a little bloody
troll?
Yeah, like a little trolly thing, isn't it? In the background. Can you hear it? Just be quiet a second.
The Skype delay.
Oh, that's scary. That is.
Did you hear that? It's A1 Taxis Leicester or something. Taxi for Jim, yeah.
On my ham radio, my mate's opened his up so he can transmit, and I found the taxi frequencies for Peterborough. So we set on their, because they're duplex, so they transmit on one frequency, receive on another, and I gave him both. And I sat on there relaying to him, and he was going, this is, that was in Peterborough, and the main area that the Asians live in is called Lincoln Road, so all he got all night long was this taxi operator going, "Taxi for Lincoln Road, down the Lincoln Road." And they started talking in Hindi and using the mobile phones because we was knocking them out all night.
David Coulthard had it once at Silverstone. He was testing for Red Bull, and he was pulling about 195 mile an hour around sort of Stone neck of the woods, and the local taxi firm was on the same frequency. So he's on the phone to the pit saying, "Yeah, the tire temperature's all right, pulling 195 mile an hour," and suddenly he's got something. "Yes, can I have a taxi for Mr. Jones?"
Get these.
Hey, we got 13.
Oh.
And they'll
We've got 13 viewers.
Aircraft frequency.
Clive, it's like your Bert Gummer home gear again, isn't it?
Yeah. Some of my followers do think I'm a prepper.
Is it still like a big scene, Clive, like the home CB sort of stuff?
Not as big as it was in the 80s, but I mean there are several sort of diehards on there. A lot of guys went to ham radio.
Yep.
But I think, you know, sort of ham radio and CB. CB's like the working man's club, you know. You don't have to wear the suit and watch your P's and Q's.
Okay.
I mean, I've got ham as well, but you can let your hair down and have a laugh on CB. You know, from my age group, it was our Facebook, you know, in the 80s, 70s and 80s, it was our Facebook because there was no internet on it, and you know, sort of talking to anyone and everyone within the 20-mile radius was good going. But I mean, now I can sort of, the gear I've got now, I can, you know, go on certain frequencies and talk to guys in the States, and, you know, if the atmospherics are running right, and occasionally you can get over to Australia, Saudi, places like that, usually Europe as well, depends on the season.
So have you got the same handle on CB as what you got on YouTube, or different?
No, it's a different one. I didn't have the same one on CB on Mr. Beetle, which is an old YouTube account of mine, but yeah, because of my
I thought because you like George Harrison.
Yeah. Mine's strictly Volkswagen Beetles, not George, Ringo and Paul.
Okay.
Drawing, Jim.
I'm trying to. I'm twiddling.
Twiddling.
Yeah. I don't know what
Haven't
I'm
lost your
supposed
knob,
to
Jim, have you?
Not on camera, mate, please.
Oh, dear.
So we're Rolf Harris.
Shit.
Yeah,
I can't tell what it is yet, though. No.
I don't think anything's happening, is it? Can I forget that?
Have you not got Bill in yet? He's not here yet, is he?
No, Bill's still not here, is he?
He's got some technical issues, hasn't he?
He definitely has.
Bill, go to bit.do/oldfart.
Even I could find that one.
I'll tell you one thing, Paul, you've got a bloody good memory, mate.
He's not had that much to drink.
Yeah, don't tell my wife that.
Oh, no, wait for me. Didn't it? I went on without the video. It does work.
I tell you what, it'd be really good if Dino was there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
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 Have you guys met before on any hangouts or
No,
anything
no.
like this? No.
The first time I used Google, I've spoke to Paul before on Uvu. We normally use
Yeah, Uvu seems to be the big thing on the brewing channel,
It's
doesn't
a lot
it?
easier because basically it's like having a friends list like you do on Facebook, and you just click it and it'll tell you if it's live or not, and you basically video connect. There's none of this got to have a link and copy and paste into the address book and nothing, you know. And that'll
It doesn't
handle
go out
depending
live
on.
though, does it?
Sorry?
It doesn't go out live.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's live, yeah.
It's like another version of Skype, I suppose.
Yeah, 12 people on that, can't you?
If your internet will handle it, yeah.
Yeah. Has anybody done like
No.
hangouts on Uvu?
Yeah, I've done one, and Clive has as well, obviously.
Yeah. We do the brew day.
Days, don't you?
Say it again.
Oh, you guys do.
Can easy.
Your audio's breaking up.
Oh, is it? Alright. Uvu brew day sometimes.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to get in on it sometime. Because you guys do it in the night, don't you? And I do it in the morning, so I think it'll just about tea.
Well, usually we start about. So it should be late night for you through the night, mate.
Oh shit. Yeah. Not really doing too much on the brewing. Oh, I brewed up a stout. First stout the other day. Put some cocoa in it though. So Dino said to put unsweetened cocoa. I'm not sure if it was unsweetened or not. I put some cocoa in 100 something grams, 115 grams or something like that, and put some liquid malt and dextrose. Basically goes alright.
Mate, you're coming through really patchy. Have you got what kind of microphone are you using?
Just a headset one. Is it pretty crap? Is it?
Hold it close to your mouth, and I think we can hear you better.
Very funny.
Better.
I heard about putting chocolate in the beer.
Yeah, well, the headset's not compatible with the phone, I don't think. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I transferred the wee no-chill brew into a little 5-litre demijohn onto some mochi pops. So, yeah, that's my first secondary, and I'm going to do a tertiary too to get off all those hops. So that'll be hopefully working out. Yeah. Second all grain. But that one I gave you, David, was my first all grain, and it's also with those hops, Nelson, Savine, and Seven. Yeah.
That's the beer, mate. Yeah, Kiwi Pale Ale.
Yeah, Kiwi Pale Ale.
Yeah, I'm going to put that on here, do a taste test in a couple of weeks if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Yeah, superb, mate. Yes.
Yeah. Keep it at the back of the fridge.
Yeah. Also got one of my tonight. What's this one? This is a live broadcast. This is my American Pale Ale. Should have been 6%, 6.2. It's actually 5.6. So we'll pop that. And, look.
Good pop, David. Yeah.
To be honest, David, I don't think it looked as good as my cider, to be honest. Oh, it's a 5-finger job, that, mate.
Do with that, Jim.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look and learn, boy. Look and learn.
Yeah, 5 fingers, that one, mate.
Looks all right to me.
Smells nice. Very grapefruity.
Oh, here he goes. Here we go.
Oh, Jim, you'd like this.
I can smell oranges, I can smell caviar, I can smell...
Bullshit.
It's got great lacing, David. It's got great lacing. I'm not getting hot profile off that, but it looks alright.
Yeah, the lacing's good. Yeah, the lacing's good, I like that.
I can smell food.
Now, come on, lads.
David,
I've got a question here.
Yeah.
Is this sniffing malarkey all a load of bollocks or what?
No.
It is if it's a full glass.
Because, you know, I've got a bloody big nose. I can smell...
Are you Jewish? Jim,
no,
are you Jewish?
Probably a bit on the left.
Honey.
Jewish Jim. There you go. It's a whole new channel. Yeah.
Jim?
Yeah.
What would you rather smell? Sweaty socks or your wife's perfume?
It's a bit of a personal question, but if you must know...
There you go, that's your answer.
We've got somebody sensible here. There's a question.
It's from Rabbi Payne.
It's from Cindy B.
It's Brett Cooper. I don't think I got an invite yet, mate. Where am I going to be sending it to? Brett, I shall send you one forthwith, mate. Circles. Are you watching? Look and learn, mate. Look and learn. Right.
Clive seems to have like a muffler on his head at the moment.
It's time to go to the synagogue.
Poor lad's a bit close to the bone.
I think you've got a Gaza Strip on, eh?
Yeah. At least you get a free fireworks show every night.
Like Euro Disney, but without the rip-off cost. I know you like your bargains, Christian.
Yes, mate, yeah.
I don't know whether you've seen the latest bottles in Aldi's. I've chucked the bottle out and had the beer, but I saved the cat.
It's a bear as well, isn't it, Holston? It's the bear, yeah.
Holston Bills. Do they still even make that?
Oh shit! No, it's Hoffmeister was the bear, Clive, wasn't it? Back in the day.
Yeah, the bear.
Yeah.
Follow the bear.
Follow the
With
bear.
a lad.
Holston Pills. I found though in my part of the world, in Bedford, I'm sort of between London and Birmingham. I'm sort of in that middle bit.
You're limited alcohol supply because of the Ramadan.
That's well, yeah. So actually, Clive, sort of around Ramadan's actually been on Christmas, but you know, it's you know, I did my Thirsty Thursday show where you got to have a beer for £1.25 or less to actually make the show. But Tesco's and Sainsbury's at the moment are like really naff. But Morrison's are spot on at the moment. Every week there's like 2 or 3 beers, that, you know, sort of around 125 mark.
Mm.
That's some really good stuff on. But looking through my sort of back catalogue, I've got about 10 vids that I've filmed to upload. I've got about 9 beers I need to film. I've got David's beers that he very kindly sent me that I need to film, but I need to get some props first, Dave, before I can upload it. So I've got about 9 months worth of videos to upload at the moment. It's a fucking nightmare, yeah. And that's before doing like Homebrew Wednesdays, yeah.
To upload a video.
Well, yeah, I forgot, Clive, you're sort of like carrier Wi-Fi, sort of like carrier pigeon Wi-Fi, aren't you?
I'll go back to a penny-minute dial-up. It's quicker.
Free serve, yeah, bring it back.
Brett, I've sent you another email, mate. Have a look on your emails if you can get in.
Actually, Clive, it would be cheaper, Clive, if you went to Costa Coffee and brought a large cappuccino, sort of uploaded from there, wouldn't it?
On the other side, I will do.
Alrighty, guys, I might shoot off for a little bit. Go and help the wife with the kids for a minute. I might come back in a bit.
Okay.
Cool.
Cheers, Zane. Thanks, mate.
Cheers. Appreciate it. Cheers.
No, that's all good. Thank you.
Jim?
Yes?
What time are we on till?
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock, flipping out.
What time we got at the moment? Shit.
Has anybody got any topics they want to talk about?
Bikes. Nah. Jim, I have to share this, Jim. My folks I'm 40 at the moment. My folks got married about 44 years ago.
Yeah.
And my dad sold his motorbike to marry my mum, to pay for the wedding, all that sort of stuff.
That's great.
And my dad's bike, he had an MV Augusta, and he always says it was the bike that Giacomo Agostini, it was either like the 100-mile-an-hour lap at the Isle of Man, or he won the World Championship on blah, blah, blah. And whenever my mum and dad have a row, he always brings that up. He always says, I sold my motorbike to marry you, and that was about 45, 50 years ago, what the hell it was, so...
There you go.
But he's on my dad retired in 82, and he's 72 at the moment. He was very lucky he retired at 40.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, he's got more money than bloody sense, unfortunately, but he never sends any to me, unfortunately, but he's got one of them licenses, Jim, probably like yourself, that back in the day, if you pass your test, that was it. You can drive bloody anything, steamrollers, motorbikes, 7.5 tonners, you name it, you can drive it. And he's got the itch at the moment. He's 72, Jim, and he wants to go out and buy a new fucking motorbike. And he can go to Motorcycle City tomorrow and buy a bloody God knows what for God knows how much money and drive off with it.
Yeah, I know.
Mate, isn't it? Absolutely bloody mental.
I know. In my day, you know, when penny farthings were about.
Hey, anybody hear me?
Patrick McGowan wore number 6 on his shirt. Yeah.
Anybody hear me?
Here's Bill. Here's Bill.
Oh, you guys can hear me?
That's Clive.
Yes.
I can hear Bill.
Hello, Bill.
Holy shit, this works.
Hey.
It does.
Dude, I've been trying for the last hour to get on this thing.
Happy Thanksgiving, Bill. Yeah.
Hang on, it's not live. I can't hear any bells.
Yeah, we can hear, but we can't see you.
It's a Bill impersonator, isn't it?
Well, it's not quite 6 o'clock yet, guys. Hold on.
Hang on.
We've got 5 minutes.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Yeah, we're all good. Yeah, we're all good.
How are you, Bill?
It's fantastic to actually get to, like, meet you guys, so to speak, and chat with you.
Where you at, Bill?
Pennsylvania.
Whereabouts?
Little town called Catasauqua. It's if you look on a map of the United States, it's right between Allentown and Bethlehem.
Oh, okay. I know Pittsburgh pretty well.
That's on the other side of the state. That's about a 3.5 hour drive from me.
Well, I know Ohio as well a bit, so.
Well,
So,
between
Bill-
you and me, I wish I'd lived in Ohio.
Bill, it's Christian. Hi, mate.
Hey, Christian.
What's your football team then, or like your ball team or your basketball team?
I don't really watch sports anymore.
Okay.
When I was in high school, I was a triple letterman. I played football, baseball, and I wrestled. And after I got out of high school, I just kind of like gave everything up. Not quite big enough to play pro sports.
Yeah.
Bill, have you got a camera, a webcam?
No, I'm working on it. Between having to fix the computer I'm on and paying for my new computer, I'm kind of tapped out. But I will be getting one shortly.
Yeah, you got a super duper computer system now, haven't you?
Well, I'm not going to have it for about 4 weeks yet, but I should be able to launch missiles from the NSA.
Oi, Bill, that's my line, that is. You stole my line, my friend.
Relocate him, guys.
So, actually, do you guys follow a guy named Rick from, what's his, Homebrew 62?
Sorry, Homebrew 62?
Yeah.
Yeah,
a guy named,
he's a really cool guy, yeah, great guy.
Yeah, he's got a great channel. It's a really nice, it's a nice watch. He actually sent me a email this morning, and he told me he had a webcam sitting around just collecting dust, and if I sent him my my address, he'd be happy to mail it to me.
That's very kind of him.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, it blew me away. I mean, beer mail is one thing, but for somebody I don't even know personally to send me a camera, that's, I didn't know what to say.
Yeah. He's a really cool guy. He does really good vids, actually. Really good vids, yeah.
Well, I was actually going to give him a shout out in my next video, if I ever had time to post it this week, for the apple cider that he made recently.
Yeah.
So I think his only complaint was it was slightly over-carbonated, but I just love crazy carbonated beers myself, so that wouldn't be
Jim knows a bit about that, don't you, Jim?
Are you taking the piss out of my cider? It is shit, though. It's proper shit. I don't even like cider, but I've got 40 bloody bottles. I made it for the missus. It's shit.
Let her drink it.
Yeah.
She don't like it.
Don't
It's
say
shit.
that.
But Jim,
crap.
you got no room in your fabulous shed, though, for any like tomato plants at the moment. Your temperature's sort of bang on at the moment, is it? For like tomato plants or chilies. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah,
I get the feeling at times she's taking the piss out, mate.
I do like the Jim, I'm Jewish. No.
It's only my nose that's Jewish.
I thought it was like your bank balance. Yeah.
Oh, you bugger, that's a laugh.
Oh.
I'll tell you one thing, Bill. The audio is fantastic. It's better than anybody else's.
Really?
Yeah, it really is.
Hey, guys, we need to get Brett Cooper on here. He's getting frustrated by the look of it.
He is. How the hell am I going to do it? Not managed to receive anything yet. Starting to feel a bit of a pain in the ass.
Jim, the last one I did, the old fart one, that was
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah, Brett, if you can hear, go to bit.do/old fart.
Is it 2 forward slashes?
No, just 1//. Just
No.
bit.do/old facebook.com/oldfart.
Gents, I have a question for everyone, actually.
I hope that
Does
helps,
anyone
Matt.
know what's happened to Uncle Jonna? Because he hasn't uploaded any sort of Homebrew Wednesday Supermarket Sunday vids for a couple of months now.
Yeah, it's very unusual for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Because he
phone.
mentioned something on a video about 2 months ago that something about work, and someone maybe put a complaint at work about things instead, and then
Was he moving
since
house or
then...
something, Christian?
Sorry, mate.
Was he moving house or something? He was living with his parents for a short while.
Well, we said he was moving in with his mum for a couple of weeks, and he's been there for a year, but yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's literally nothing. Clive, you heard from him?
He's lost his job, so did Zippy. Zippy got made redundant as well.
Oh shit, right.
So I know Zippy's doing lots of additional training courses, and I think Jonah was doing, I think the last post he put on a Brewers chat was he was doing the health and safety at work, sort of IOSH type thing.
Okay.
Crap the job centre sends you on, you know. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
Because it was about the same sort of time that you guys who did like the UK Smash Off were getting like the scores in, wasn't it? And then it's all sort of gone quiet now, so people like myself who watched all the reviews don't know who's sort of up there, who's down there, who's won, who's lost.
No, because because there was going to be a separate little comp for the label competition as well. But obviously, all mine got trashed in the mail because Zippy's bottle was split when I got it. Plus, obviously, I haven't scored Zippy's beer because I couldn't drink it because there weren't any of it left. So I've just scored what I've done and scanned it and sent it through to him. But I think he had some other stuff going on as well, plus his job. You know, life gets in the way of homebrew. So I suppose it'll get done when it'll get done. Same as the Smash Off classes we had made that we were all gonna have all buy or whatever. They his brother was moving stuff in the shed and dropped the box and smashed them all. So Jonah jumped the gun and bought the glass off of the Vista website or wherever it was.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, he'll be the only person with a glass.
Yeah, because he paid about 15 quid, didn't he, Clive, for that glass?
If I'd pay that for a glass.
Correct. I've sent you another email, mate. It's not working very well at all. I'm sorry about that.
I'm drinking an English lager made to an American style, or it's made from ale.
It looks like that thing. That's great.
You know, I've got a question here, a serious question.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not on first date.
Lagers. What, is it difficult to make a lager? I mean, I'm not talking cookies. I'm talking about all grain. Is it difficult to make a lager, or is it just the temperature? Is that
temperature?
You need one of the
temperature and yeast. Yeah.
1,000.
You need a temperature control fridge to lager the beer after you've fermented it.
Yeah.
Or you can do it in the winter.
Lager.
Yeah, Clive's right.
Coopers,
Lagering's all about cold temperatures.
Have an ale yeast. They don't use a lager yeast. I think Coopers use a hybrid yeast in their lager kit. But everyone else's lager kit is actually an ale yeast.
I think that the European lager uses a lower temperature. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, doesn't Cooper's Pilsner kit use a real lager yeast?
Yeah, I know Coopers are the only company that do.
Yeah.
Everyone else
uses lager. It's quite nice, actually.
The other alternative is to use California common yeast, which both White Labs and Y Yeast do, and that will is a lager strain, but it will produce lager characteristics up to about 18 degrees C, I believe. So you can brew that without temperature control.
I've got one of these temperature controllers, and I'm just waiting for the fridge to come through. So I'm looking forward to doing that. But I just wonder what the difference was. It seems to take a long time as well to do it, doesn't it?
Lager does, yeah.
Depending on what we're doing, yeah, but sort of 6 weeks.
I'm going to be doing Roy Lake's ciders as well, turbo ciders. I bought one of those. I don't know. The technical bloody yeast thing is 577 or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called, but
Yeah.
I've sent away for one of those, and I've been I'm going to do a bit of breeding with it. I've been looking at Bill's videos on that, how to do lots of different little babies, if you like, because it's bloody expensive stuff.
Yeah, the other thing that's really important about lager is to get more yeast cells into your wort. So with an ale, you're typically looking at 0.75 million cells per milliliter. With a lager, you want to double that to 1.5 million cells per milliliter. So you need more yeast.
Oh, right. So you've got to. I mean, all I've done at the moment is chuck the yeast in. I've not done any whatever you're supposed to do at yeast. I mean, I'm a bloody amateur at this. Are you supposed to? What I can't understand, when you do a grain jobby and you cool it down, do you put that to one side and then sort of get your yeast going with the malt that you've made?
Yeah, you can.
No, you do a starter first, Jim. You want to start with your starter a couple of days before you do your brew.
But what do you use for the starter? Have you got to buy one a kit or
dry
what?
malt extract?
Malt extract.
Yeah, dry malt extract is the easiest because you can just use like what they recommend is a 10-to-1 ratio in metric. So if you use 100 grams of dry malt extract, use 1 litre of water to boil it up to sanitize it, cool it down to a pitching temperature, and then pitch your yeast into that. And then if you've got a stir plate, then you can grow it up. It'll take a couple of days to ferment out, and then what they recommend is to bang it in the fridge so that all the yeast settle out, so you can pour off the starter wort before you pitch it into your main batch.
Right. And can you separate it at that time to make separate ones?
Yeah, you can do. Yep, that's
right.
You can do that.
Yeah, what I started doing with my all grains, since I do the no chill method, I'd brew the beer and then put it in the fermenting bucket, let it sit overnight to cool down, and then I would just take some of the wort that I had already made, use that for the starter, let it spin for 24 hours, then the yeast starts growing and it's already used to exactly what you have in the bucket.
Yeah. So you get kind of high Kreuzen, is that right, Bill? And then you stick it in there.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't have an Edemeyer flask. I use a wide mouth mason jar for a 3-cup starter, and it just blows out the top.
Thanks for the help on that, lads. I've got some questions coming through. Brett, I'm sorry to say, has not been able to get on, and has got to go and sort the missus out instead. I hope he has more. You have a lot more than that, Brett. So,
awesome, mate.
All the best.
Happy birthday,
Thank you
Brett.
so much
Happy
for trying.
birthday, yeah.
So, good luck, mate. And the unknown brewer, I'll try and send you a link if I can.
He's a really good guy. He is really good guy.
James, yeah.
James, yeah. Good guy. Oh, James.
Yes, James.
Hang on.
Right. Is James the unknown brewer?
Yeah.
Well, if we know
Cracking
his
name,
name,
James.
you make it a
Cracking
known
name.
brewer.
Is that him? James, you alright?
If you've got a contact for him, just send him a link on Facebook or something like that.
Right, I'm going to try and... Oh, how the hell do I do it? I'm bloody crap at this.
Did anyone see James's last upload to YouTube? Where he's explaining why he wears his glasses.
Yeah, I saw that, mate, yeah.
He's either a school teacher or he's like an Alcoholics Anonymous sort of lecturer. That's what it is. That's what I reckon anyway.
I'm going to try and send you a link.
Oh, police officer.
Yeah. But he's a really cool guy. Yeah, he does great vids, yeah.
Sam Larkman, I'm sending you a link on Facebook, mate. So go to Facebook and check your messages.
Thrifty
I've also sent one to your Google address. So hopefully that'll go. Did you say Sam?
Sam, yeah, I'm going to
Sam
send
Larkin, yeah.
I've got his number on Facebook.
I'm trying to get you.
Any of you guys hear from Ken?
Ken?
Ken L606.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to King, because he had his op, didn't he? And then he's gone a bit quiet now.
Yeah, I'm not here. Oh, is he?
Because David, he's supposed to send you and I some chili cider wine or something.
Yeah. I have messaged him, but I've not heard much back, so...
No.
Hope he's okay.
Yeah, me too. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, great guy, yeah.
Right, James is at work.
Oh, that's Clive.
Hey.
Hey.
You got the back. I'm looking for it.
It's not taller than David, isn't it? Yeah.
Right, we've got a question here, lads. It's from Money Paws, and it says, right then, lads, how long does it take to put together your YouTube films? I want to get involved in filming my brewing, but really short on time, muddy.
My advice is, there's Sam the thrifty brewer. My advice is, if you're filming one, do it flash to bang in one hit. Otherwise, you overthink it, and you take too long. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you've got to do it quick. Otherwise, it just takes too much time.
Yeah. One hit, flash to bang, all one hit. If you're cocking up during it, so be it. Use your cock up in the video as like a sort of gaff moment. All I would say is on Homebrew Wednesdays at the moment is some guys do 3 minutes, some guys go up to about 53 minutes I've seen over the last few weeks. It'd be great if all the brew tubers could agree that Homebrew Wednesday is 5 minutes max or 10 minutes max and go from there, because then everyone's got has like a yardstick to work to.
Also,
I can keep mine under 19 minutes.
If you're lucky, Bill. If you're lucky, Bill, yeah. If the Israelis are invaded, then yeah.
Sound at the moment.
Bill, can I ask a question, mate?
Yeah?
Bill?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a question. Can you see us guys?
Yeah, I can see all you guys.
We can't see you, do you know that?
Yeah, I know. I don't have a camera.
Okay,
yeah.
I mean, we can't all be ugly, obviously. You know what I mean?
Well, the last thing you guys
How
did
you
after a hard work is my ugly face.
How you doing?
So,
Sam, how you doing?
Nice one, mate.
hey, let me ask, who's all in this? 'Cause I can see a bunch of you, but there's a couple of guys I'm not familiar with.
Who you're not familiar with? Bill?
The guy.
You can't name them because you're not familiar with them.
You sound like a handsome guy with glasses, Bill.
The guy with the beard, but not Zane.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
Oh, there it is.
Please tell me.
Hey Bill, I'm Mr. Corzin on YouTube.
Yeah. A bit of a name, mate, yeah.
Money Paws has just said nothing wrong with being a school teacher, Christian. There you go. And we've got Andy's pet. Is back early, but just have to say you are all brill. Obviously watching something else.
Cheers, Andy.
And
It's me.
ask me a Q. I think that means question, but I'll explain it to you all so you understand that. Give me a few mins because I'm not very good. He's put shy, but I'll rephrase.
Paraphrase.
I'm rather tipsy. Okay, Andy.
Oh, Jim.
Yeah.
You are like the modern day version of Dennis Norden, aren't you? He'll be alright on the night, yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right. Right, camera link.
Sam's on. Sam, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, lads. What's happening?
Oh, Sam's there.
Is that Sam? He's got his headset on.
Sam, we can't hear you, mate. What's going on?
Oh, shit, this fucking thing.
He's sort of barking like a sea lion at the moment.
Very well, Sam.
Yeah, I felt the same way the last hour.
Sam's there because I can see his picture, but his
Sam, can you wave? Can you wave, Sam? So yeah, he can hear us. Yeah? but we can't hear him.
Any way you can get his picture and my voice together?
I can lip read.
Why would you want that, Bill?
Oh, Bill, you're so modest, mate. It's so modest.
Guys, I can lip read. If that helps. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Any good? Yeah.
Hey, I got a
Shaving
question for Christian.
Yes, love.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Pardon? Sorry.
Hey, is everybody else's screen all flipping around? Because this is really messing with my head over here.
Yeah. I thought it might have been mine.
Sam's saying, can we hear him now? In the chat.
Can you hear me now? Yeah.
No, we can't hear Sam. But I can
okay.
see him. I've clicked on I'm clicked on him, and I can see him moving. So he's definitely alive.
He sounds like an M. Yeah. He's there, but he sounds like a droid.
That's normal.
Hey, got a question for Christian.
Yes, mate. Yeah.
Hey, saw your last video when you were doing that beer review in Egypt.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome video, by the way. If I had the money, I probably wouldn't go to Egypt. But were you there on a holiday, or was that business?
Yeah, no, I went there for a 2-week holiday. Myself and Mrs. Brewbear. We went to a place called Hurghada, which is on the Red Sea. Lovely place. The main thing there is diving, scuba diving.
Did you do any of that?
I had a go. I suffer a little bit from claustrophobia, so I wasn't really good at diving because of the masks and you can only sort of breathe through your mouth. But it was great. But for me, anything away from home, 2 weeks without Wi-Fi and cell phones is great. So we had 2 weeks of pure, unadulterated peace and quiet. It was fantastic. And the great thing about Egypt, for anyone on the cast who lives in the UK, is it's outside of Eurozone. So on your all-inclusive type holidays, you get so much more for your money. And we had a Thomas Cook owned holiday, which is like your average like 3-star place, for 1,200 quid each, including flights, food, drink, accommodation, all you can eat, all inclusive. Can't go wrong.
Sounds like a hell of a deal.
How many cows did you get away?
Yeah, I got to keep in mind that the British pound is worth more than the U.S. dollar. I mean, let's face it, the way this country's running, anything's worth more. But when you guys do the videos and you say you got a like a Cooper's kit for 10 quid,
yeah.
Well, I got to remember that's not 10 U.S. dollars. It's more like what's it, like 18.99, almost 20 U.S.
Well, sort of back in the day, Bill, that dollars used to be like 2 for 1, but now I think it's about 1.3, 1.2 now, sort of nowadays.
No, it's between 1.6 and 1.7.
Oh, sorry.
I work for an American company. I do that quite regularly.
It was parity nearly.
I'm an accountant. Sorry.
The Unknown Brewers put a comment on, guys. Can see you lot, and it's great fun. Is watching the wrong channel again. Chris, you were very close with my job. Shame if this bloody cam would work, you could all see me. The Unknown Brewer.
I think he posted a video last week, and he was a bit reluctant to say what he did for a living because he wore like the specs, the shades. So I thought he maybe was a school teacher, so he couldn't endorse alcohol because he taught teachers, or maybe he worked for like a drink awareness campaign or something like that. Yeah.
All right. Then we've got another Muddy Paws one. What's everyone's favourite non-beer alcoholic drink? That's a good question. That's a good question.
Chaps, I've got 2 videos to upload actually on my Thirsty Thursday series. and they're called Brauhaus beers. Well, Brauhaus brews. I've got one by Veltins and one by Geffen, and what they are is isotope drinks that go through the German brewing process. So they're made with brewing water, made with German hops, made with beer malts in Germany, fall under the Berlin brewing laws, but they're not classed as beers. They're non-alcoholic drinks, but go through the brewing process. I've got 2 of them to upload. Check them out in a few weeks' time. Seriously, guys, these things are bloody lovely.
How
Really,
does
really
that
cool.
work then, Christian?
Sorry, mate?
How does that work? It's like a beer, but not a beer.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's not a beer. It goes through the same ingredients, but it's got no alcohol in it. But it's marketed in Germany as like an isotonic energy drink. But the ingredients from our sort of side of the fence is all beer brewing. A really, really weird thing, hasn't hit the shelves in the UK, but in Germany, very, very big.
Yeah, we do a couple called Candy Malts and Vita Malts. They even get like a kid's cartoon and they've got Superman beer caps on them and stuff like that.
Yeah. Clive, they come in through 30ml bottles.
Children.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are 500s, what we do.
Yeah.
But I got.
The 2 I did are by, well, I've got one by Veltins and one by Geffins, and a mate of mine in Cologne who I sort of go over sort of once for a month through work. He sent them over to me, but really, really good stuff. But
right, just need to interrupt 1 second. The unknown brewer who gets my job right will send a prize, load of laughs, and then he's come back. Crap, better do some work back soon. So we've got to do some thinking on that one. So the one who guesses his job correctly will get a prize.
Well, I reckon school teacher or AA lecturer or...
Hey, Christian, you can't have 2 guesses, you chickens.
Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah.
1 guess, come on.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, he's not a school teacher.
Yeah, one. Let's go through the panel. 1 guess each. Come on, 'cause it's a prize here.
School teachers are all clean shaven, guys.
So what we're going for, Bill?
Not in the UK, they're not.
No. Yeah, see, in America, school teachers wear polo shirts and those like tiny, those real short shorts, like the crocodile Hunter wore. They always hang out by the boys' locker room too much. Or at least they did when I was in school.
That sounds like my PT teachers.
Bill, don't tell us everything.
Bill, are you in like a section from Steve Jobs' sort of autobiography at the moment?
What?
Can I just bring it back into a bit of order, gentlemen? The question was, what job was... it's a prize here. So what are you going for, Bill?
I would say equipment operator.
Okay, Christian?
Like bulldozer.
Civil servants.
A what?
Civil servants.
Oh, that's a wide one.
Yeah, bloody right, yeah.
David?
I would say fireman.
Fireman?
Yeah.
He's not thin enough. He's not thin enough. Sorry, mate. No.
There's Steve now. He's coming into it. Yeah, and he wants the prize, does Steve?
Okay, I'll take a stab at policeman.
Clive?
I said if he said he was it was close within education, I'd say probably a caretaker or something like that.
Right. Paul?
Whatever they call them now.
Oh, I don't know.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I was going
to
say engineer, but yeah, well, whatever.
It's a prize here, mate.
Yeah.
Sam, what do you reckon?
Hey, Sam's back.
Oh, I reckon he's a policeman, maybe.
Policeman. Sam, what do you reckon?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, Sam.
But look at this.
Sam's like signing. He's an astronaut.
The whole time off from my day. Just about finished.
He's an
Okay,
astronaut.
Sam, what do you reckon the job is for this prize? I'll get to the bloody end of this in a minute. For Christ's sake.
I missed everything you guys were talking about.
Come on, guys, Jim's getting on a bit. He needs to answer.
It's about my bedtime.
Easy, Jim, you're going grey. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Steve, what do you reckon, mate?
What are we on about here, mate? I dropped out for a bit there.
Right.
Oh, fucking hell.
I don't know. I reckon he's a
Oh, here we
builder. A builder. I'll go for a builder.
But you don't know he's going to come back at the moment. He's like an MP for North Yorkshire or something.
Yeah.
And David Cameron is like his next door neighbour. Yeah.
Right. The unknown brewer man could murder a beer right now. Okay.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
wrong with
same
wearing
here.
sunglasses and promoting beer anyway?
Yeah. The unknown brewer again. Christian is always cheating. The unknown brewer again. He's got bugger all to do tonight, is he? Psychiatric nurse, mental health. Colin, I think he's referring to what other drinks do you like, and he's put a mug of tea. Fair enough. Right, what's this one? Andy's pet. Why are you joining us, Andy?
Come on, Andy, join in, mate. Yeah.
Anyone done brew firm kits? I'm doing a framboose raspberry, and can anyone give me the heads up? Cheers, Andy.
Peter, any of the brew firm kits is aging him. You get the best out of them the longer you leave them.
Yeah, I've got a triple and the apple. My two best ones up to now.
Any more comments on brew firm kits?
Never done one.
Never done one.
Never done one, no.
Who was it who did one? Was it, oh God, what was it? It wasn't Tom, was it?
They're supposed to be pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah, it's supposed to be very good, but take a long while.
Trouble with these glasses is you go all Stevie Wonder after a while.
So that was a good question, actually, but not answered very well by the panel.
You are part of Jim.
Yeah, but I'm no expert, as you know.
For what it is, but the quality is there. I tried Brewmaster Ben's framboose, which isn't as good as the genuine lambic framboose, but it's as good as you're going to get from a kit. But the brew firm kits are probably some of the best on the market for Belgian beers.
They're
bloody expensive.
Yeah, big time.
They are. They are good.
I did a I did a Wilco's Pilsner kit. Short brewed it to 14 litres and mixed it with a 440. I think it was like a 440 500ml bottle of Polish strawberry syrupy stuff, and that came out absolutely bob-on, to be honest. Really, really good. Surprised, yeah. Oh my God, who's got like a pirate?
He's wearing a pirate hat.
Sam the Fifth. He's like a thrifty pirate, yeah.
Knife thrown out, Christ.
It's not One-Eye Willie, is it? No.
The unknown brewer saying. The unknown brewer says, "Are you saying he's fat?"
He looks really slim from here. Yeah.
We got through the questions. That went quite well. That's a great hat. I'm going for another pint. Am I the only one drinking?
No,
one.
I'm like a bottle of wine at the moment, but yeah.
I'm drinking this one.
So if if you need
vodka martini.
Can you all be quiet until I get back? Because I don't want it to, all hit basically. Hey, we've got applause now.
I'm playing with his iPhone app.
Bill? Hi, Bill, it's Chris. What's your local sort of like football, baseball teams? Because your what's your team, like the Ravens local team?
Don't really know much about the local baseball teams. We have the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yep.
Baltimore, just below us in Maryland, has, I think it's the Orioles.
Yep.
Or the Red Sox. I know Pennsylvania has two American football teams, though. The Philadelphia Phillies and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Uh-huh.
And, I mean, let me tell you, Philadelphia Eagles fans are complete assholes. They, well, I don't know if I can curse on this because they happen to be putting it on YouTube, but what they do is when the team is winning, right, all you see are green, like, Eagle jerseys and flags flying off of cars, and, you know, they're the guys making fools out of themselves in the bar on a Friday night. But when the team is losing, you can't find any Eagle fans around.
Is your local teams like do you have like a bigger support for college teams than sort of like franchise teams? Because years ago I was in Chicago, and I think it was like the semi-finals of the World Series, and it was when Sammy Sosa played for the White Sox, I think.
Sammy Sosa? Well, that was a while ago.
And there was no real interest locally, but the college teams, you know, they had like 120,000 people turn up for it, and all of ESPN was all for college, football, baseball or whatever. Which is more than like the franchise teams, yeah.
The college teams in this country are actually bigger than pro teams.
Yeah.
I mean, for whatever their allegiances may be, you know, whether their kids go there or their grandparents went there, the tickets to the games are usually cheaper than to go to a pro game. Last time I went to a Philadelphia Phillies baseball game, I paid $128 a seat.
Wow. And
$8 for a 16-ounce or a 12-ounce plastic cup full of really crappy beer.
So like Dave's homebrew, yeah?
Yeah, cheeky son. Heard that one.
Sorry, mate, yeah.
Okay, you guys.
Yeah, sorry, bruv. Yeah, sorry, mate.
So you guys know there. Can we come back to the Premiership? Who won the title last year?
Sorry.
What?
Soccer.
Who won the title last year?
Soccer. Manchester City. Yeah.
Yes.
Who are they?
Nice one.
Bill, just as a quick story, about 6 years ago when David Beckham went from Europe to America in like the franchise soccer, my dad was on a flight with who was it? Might have been United Airlines, but he went from London to the UK, and he sat next to a guy called Eddie George.
Okay.
Yeah, Eddie George, who played running back for the Titans, and who did he play for at college? Buckeyes. Anyway, Dad sat next to him on a flight, and on the opposite seat to him was David Beckham. There you go.
Huh.
My dad sat next to David Beckham and Eddie George on a flight from Heathrow to LA, I think it was. There you go.
Right, I'm just going to go through a few questions, interrupting your footballs.
Thanks, Jim. Appreciate that, mate. Yeah.
It's getting a bit boring.
Yeah. I thought it was.
Interesting. Nice one, Bill.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah. Roy Lake of the Cider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Roy. Do you want a link, Roy? Because we can't get one to you, but we'll try.
Nah, that's all right.
It's lovely to see you.
Yes.
No, link him in. He's a really nice guy, Roy. Really
He is
nice
a
guy.
nice guy.
Really good
It'd be
guy.
lovely to have Roy on. So if you want one, whack us a
Try Alfred's, they do link.
on the right-hand side of your screen, and we'll try and do something.
Oh, I've got something appearing at the moment.
I'm trying to send one on Facebook.
I've got a plain box.
Right, Muddy Paws. I've got an old Cooper's Real Ale kit. What I need to brew, eh? Oh,
Yeah.
that I need to brew. It's good ale here, isn't it?
Have you, Jim?
What's the best way of titivating it into a decent beer? Well, I think Cooper's ain't too bad, is it, really?
Yes. Hang on a second. Let me just put my earsets in. I think the thing on Cooper's kits is if you want to pimp them up, it's all about the dry hopping. If you can pick a decent dry hop to go with that particular malt blend, then you're on a winner. I don't know what my sort of counterparts and sort of peers reckon, but Cooper sort of base recipes are actually sort of fairly bob on. If you want to pimp them up, you can do them with grains, but you can actually do it with dry hopping.
What's dry hopping? I'm sorry about that. What's dry? That has confused me. What's dry hopping? No, seriously, I don't even know what dry hopping is. I ain't got a clue.
Dry hopping is, well, sorry, Clive, you're the man.
Sorry, mate, yeah. I was going to say, if you're going to drink the beer quick, dry hop it, because anything you do dry hopping, the flavours won't stay in the bottle for long if you're going to bottle, whoever the homebrewer was that asked that question. Jim, dry hopping is basically when you brew your beer in your fermenting bin over there.
Yeah.
You add X amount of hops to your fermenting bin.
Right, thanks for that.
Whereas all grain, obviously, we add the hops in during the boil.
Yeah. It's really confusing. And this whirlpool, I don't get that. What's that all about?
That's when you're recirculating and you can basically you can do it manually by stirring it. What the whirlpooling will do is you get your hop matter in your kettle. When you whirlpool, the centrifugal force will bring all the matter into the middle of your brew bin. And where your pickup pipe is at the end of your kettle, so you won't get so much crap sucked down during when you're draining off.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you can do a hop stand as well.
And people like that have got a recirculation pump where they can continually run it round. Questions on the mess.
Is there any other comments on the old Cooper's Real Ale kit? Titillating it.
I'd switch out the yeast that comes with the kit, but other than that, it's a fine beer.
Yeah, I find the Cooper's kit's quite good.
Yeah,
the unknown brewer's got another one. Right, must go. It's been fun. Hopefully you will do another one in future when I'm off work. I'll try my best, mate. I'll try my best.
Does he wear the glasses at work as well?
He can't be a school teacher because it's half term.
No, we've got the answer. He is a psychiatric nurse, works with people with alcohol problems.
There you
go.
That's like a Boy Scout having like the badges up his arm, isn't it?
Okay,
right.
so
we've got one from
Publicans.
We've got one from Andy's Pet. Andy's Pet will join us. Sorry, but looking after aged parents at the a nightmare in brackets. But when it comes to teams, come on, Liverpool FC. Oh God, Liverpool. We will get you, David Man City.
He's a really great guy, Andy.
Champion!
He's really funny. He's a bit like David. He's like a northern monkey, you see. So he's like rattling on about bloody.
Hey, Roy's in.
Hello,
Hey,
folks.
Roy.
Hey, Roy.
Hello, Roy.
Hello, Roy.
We all right?
Hey, up, yeah.
Can you hear me, folks?
Oh, here he is. You all right, Roy?
You all right?
Can you hear us, Roy?
I can hear you. I don't know whether you can hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you. Where you been?
Okay. I've been out on a piss, mate. I've just been
Oh,
out.
dear, just for a change.
Yeah, just for a change. I've been out with a mate I haven't seen since I left my previous job, and it's amazing how many people that you keep in touch with once you've been given your redundancy.
Oh dear.
You begin to realise then how many of those people that you work with were your actual real friends, and I can choose one. All the others have come.
Yeah.
But
No,
you know, it's all good. It's all good. You all right? Have you having a good time tonight, folks?
All good, mate. Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. I just need to go and shut the door because everybody else is in bed, of course. Hang on a bit.
We've got another. Right.
Be right back.
Question from Muddy Paws. What's the best experimental brew that you've all done?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
I think for me, it's also like fruit beers because fruit puts the flavours in that you don't necessarily do day to day or have done like your local pub or have had years ago. So you can take like your favourite beer that you've had from years ago and maybe try and tweak it and put some fruity flavours to it.
The other interesting thing about that though, Chris, is that whenever you put fruit into you know, if you put it into a lager, and I did a Canadian blonde. I did the blushing blonde thing, and I put like a 500 grams of. Were you sticking your tongue out at me? What was that? What's going on there?
You said the gushing Canadian blonde. That was all there.
What's going on there? I know you like me, but you don't have to go that far. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the old fruit into the lager is that you expect once it's finished fermenting and you drink it, you know, a couple of months later, is that you expect it to have more of a fruity flavour in it than you actually get. And I think it's, you know, it's quite surprising. You don't really get an awful amount of fruitiness in there unless you stick you know, like a shed load in, like a kilo of fruit and stuff. So yeah, I guess it's a personal thing, isn't it? Really.
No, yeah, I think you're right, Roy. If you drink it as an individual beer, like sort of 2 pints at a time, bang on. But I think sometimes if you're out with your friends down the pub or down a bar and you're drinking 6, 7, 8 pints at a time, you get a bit lost in the flavours.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
So I think
you come away with this sort of idea in your head that the beer you've been drinking is a lot more fruity than it actually was.
Absolutely so.
That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's only once you try these things that you realise that, you know, it's not quite as fruity as you think it's going to be.
But I think by tinkering with predominantly kit beers or extract beers, if you put flavours to them, that's when it completely changes the profiles of the brews. Perhaps Clive will sort of chip in here because, and also David from like a.
Oh, you don't want to ask bloody Clive. He don't know nothing, does he?
From like an all-grain perspective, because often from an all-grain perspective, if you go through all of.
He's got a moustache. I can't trust anyone with a moustache. What's going on there?
If you go through all like the
70s porn industry, get over it.
But also, if you go through all like the process, not necessarily like the dicking about, but if you go through all of like the, you know, all of like the pain, as it were, through all grain.
Yes.
Where do you stand? You know, if you start at 8 o'clock in the morning, where are you? Like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, where you've put everything in, all your malts, all your grain, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Where does the flavour come from? Yeah.
I think the key really is whenever you make a beer, whatever sort of beer you're making, is that you have to know up front why you're doing it and what you want out of it. So if you want to do an all grain, that's absolutely fine. But then, you know, you're going to lose a day doing that. And if you're prepared to do that and you want to offset it against just throwing a kit together and boiling up some hops and throwing some hops in, and you know in your own head that it's going to work out better than just say, you know, a kit and some hops, then that's fine. But
absolutely right.
You know, that's the problem, isn't it? Is that everyone has got their own idea as to whether a kit with some hops in is better than an all grain or not.
But I think sometimes the thing is, we all subscribe to channels on YouTube or whatever it is that people do kits, extract, all grain, blah blah blah, and sometimes somebody goes and spends, please excuse my French,
I mean, you
how
can.
much sort of kit on sort of all grain,
Oh
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
produce something, and they sort of kid themselves that what they've made is actually as good as what they've done from a kit.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
sometimes it's not, is it? You know,
Not. I've had some pretty bad all grain beers, guys. I've had some really good. You know,
me too, Bill. We have.
Yeah, a lot of it depends on like fermentation temperatures. I don't have a chamber or anything, and in the wintertime, all grain kit or extract, I make fantastic beers. But I'll tell you, in the summertime, the only place I can put something to stay cool enough. I mean, without having fans and wet blankets and all that other stuff around it is down in the basement. And I mean, fermentation temperatures are usually 80, maybe 82 degrees. In fact, the last brew that I made was an extract. And I don't know if this has ever happened to you guys, but I fermented it down in the basement, and the average temperature was 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know, it's about 18 degrees Celsius maybe. I'm just guessing here, 20 degrees, something like that. I thought the brew was done, right? I let it sit for my standard 14 days, took a hydrometer reading. I mean, it reached what I thought was the finishing gravity. I racked it in the secondary, put it out in my laundry room, which is basically the same temperature it is outside, and it started fermenting again. I got a second Krausen on it.
27C ATF is, by the way, Bill.
Okay.
Muddy Paws is leaving us now.
Oh.
Right, Muddy Paws. As much as I'm loving watching Jim's bladder problems, I've got to hit the sack for tonight, guys. Looking forward to joining you on the next one, Muddy.
I'll tell you what, on the way home tonight, I was waiting for a bus, and I was standing there waiting for this bus, and I was thinking, God blimey, I don't know if I need this slash, And I had to pop behind the bus shelter and have a little whiz, because I've got a bladder the size of a pea, so I do feel for him. I'm the same myself.
It's an age thing, it's no sense.
The other thing is, once you're over 50, you can't trust a fart either.
It comes with age, doesn't it? It comes with age.
James, I'm old school. Is 82.28 in old money?
What you say?
I'm old school on temperature wise. It's like 28.82, isn't it, in old money?
What is?
Temperature wise.
Centigrade to Fahrenheit.
What, now you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that, yeah?
Yeah, what about it?
That was just on about sort of temperature for brewing and holding like your temperature wise and all that sort of bollocks and yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, Shiv.
There's two things
you got me
to worry about.
undivided attention.
There's
I'll
two
set my
things
song
you need
card
to worry
straight now,
about
it's all right, yeah.
when you're doing your brewing, right? One of them is your yeast, right? Because if you've got a shit yeast, you're going to get a shit beer, right? The other thing is your temperature. Now, if you don't get those two right, you're buggered. You can put all the decent stuff in that you can find. You can put some decent malt in. You can put all grains in. You can put a fucking decent kit in and all that sort of bollocks, right? But if you haven't got the temperature right and you ain't got decent yeast, then you're going to get a shit beer, ain't you? And if you can't get those two right, then you're buggered, basically, ain't you?
If you got a good yeast and bad fermentation temperature, it turn out shit too.
Exactly. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's like a Mexican. It's like a
Mexican
screw off.
You've got to have every one, haven't you?
So, and off flavors with high fermentation temperatures. I know a lot of you guys talk about like like banana aromas and tastes. The last brew that I made, the first 3 weeks it sat in kegs since it fermented so high, and when I put it back into secondary, it decided to start fermenting all over again for some reason. I mean, the reasons why still escape me. It had a kind of like a clove taste. Like after you took a swallow of the beer, I mean, the beer tasted fine, but after you swallowed it, it was like you had a mouthful of whole cloves. I let it sit in the refrigerator in the keg for 3 weeks, and that weird aftertaste is almost gone. But I mean, I I don't think that was anything to do with the my brewing methods or styles. It was solely because it fermented or re-fermented at an outrageously high temperature.
Yeah, summer definitely makes it difficult, doesn't it? It's really easy to control the temperature of a brew in the winter when it's cold, but it's a lot more difficult in the summer when it's warm to get to the right temperature, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only got a spare fridge, and I've got a choice. I can use it as a fermentation temperature, or I can use it to keep my beer cold.
Yeah, I mean, during the summer months, especially this year, it's been fucking mad in the UK, isn't it? I mean, the temperature recently has just been silly bollocks. So unless you've got some sort of way of controlling the temperature, and you've got one of those STC 100s or 1000s or whatever they're called, or similar kind of thing, then you're basically broke before you even do anything, haven't you? Really?
Yeah.
Just the
No way you're going to be able to brew at 24, 21 degrees.
Yeah.
Up to right.
Yes.
And I must admit, sort of on Tony Yates' channel, he must have to brew like 1 million pints of beer to sort of like break even on like the cost of his gear, because you log on, it's like everything is like fucking sparkly, and
he must drink a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I've got too many bloody crates in my shed now. It's bloody ridiculous, and you know, you get to a point where you think, well, I can't do anymore because it's just getting bloody stupid now.
Absolutely, yeah.
But it is addictive, you know. I'll just throw a little brew on. Yeah, I've got nothing else to do.
Right, I'm at the point where I've got maybe 200 pints here at home, so I can't necessarily do like a Homebrew Wednesday video without sort of talking bollocks.
Yeah,
but
that's
you're
a lot.
somebody like Tony, who built, I'm on there saying, hello everyone, I'm building,
That's the whole basis of my Homebrew
a stout here for like 200, it's about 150 litres or whatever, But Tony's on there, he's building it by the fucking sort of melting load, isn't he? What the hell does he do with it?
Does he drink it all himself, or does he just bitch it out to his mates?
Absolutely, yeah.
Weird,
that's
isn't
the
it?
question.
Yeah.
Who's that? Tony Yates?
Yeah. Because us lot sort of brew about 20 litres going. He's on there. He does about 100 litres minimum, and he's on there with his little.
Got one of those
glass,
really
he's
nice
like, this is great.
He's either got a big belly or he's got a lot of friends. That's all I know.
Or he's invaded Majesty's Customs Excise in Norway, whatever it is. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I think living in Norway also has its advantages of generally lower ambient temperatures, doesn't it? So.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but how long does?
I mean, even so, you ain't going to get through all that, are you, on your own?
No,
I mean,
that's the thing, yeah.
Right, I've got a question from Andy's Pet. My next brew is Woodford's Wherry, is it?
Yeah,
Wherry, yeah.
Can anybody or anyone tell me the best yeast to use? As I was going to use Safale 05 starter.
Yeah,
Can
Safale
anyone
05.
add? Cheers, Andy.
Or
Yeah,
North
stick with that.
Sorry.
Yeah, that'll do.
Or
USO
Nottingham
5 is
yeast.
pretty good.
Nottingham yeast with that.
Well, 04 is the English ale yeast, so it'll give you more truer. I've never tried the kit with the real stuff in cask, because obviously that is like 60 miles away from me. I picked Perkins up from them, but my local brewers used to have the Woodfords on tap. So I've only ever tried the real stuff. I've never tried the kits, but I have sort of seen on some forums people say it's nothing like the real thing. But we do have the poly pins at work, because we have Woodfords deliver every couple of weeks at work. But I've never honestly.
What's Wherry?
Woodford's Wherry. It's
sorry, mate.
What is it? Wherry.
Wherry is
used on the.
Yep. Go on, Clive.
That's what?
There's only one left in working condition. It's a wherry is an actual boat used on the Broads for transporting an old trading ship, basically.
All right.
But, so Woodford's Brewery originally was started by a couple of homebrewers.
I suppose you know, is it closer to an ale or is it closer to a bitter?
It's an
I guess the type of beer. Is it an IPA or is it just a light ale kind of sort of American slash English?
The bitter.
Yeah. I would say from a home brew perspective, Woodford's Wherry is the definitive home brew to shoot for. Because I've drunk a lot of Wherry on tap and home brew, and fortunately what I've brewed up isn't a million miles away from like the tap version. But I would say anyone who's drinking home brew, if you want to get into home brew and brew home brew, do that as your first kit.
Depends what
you
people
brew
want,
isn't
though,
a million
really.
miles away from what you buy on tap. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what people want, doesn't it? I mean, when I started doing home brewing, I was aiming for sort of close to a lager. I mean, I started out doing ciders and stuff, and then I moved on to sort of lagers, and I was like, oh, I need a fucking lager. I can do a lager. It's easy. No, it's not. It's not that easy. It's the most difficult thing to do, to be fair.
Yep.
And then, you know, you get sort of somewhere in between a sort of lager and an ale when you do the Cooper's kit, because you've got all that ale yeast in there, and you get sort of your palate changes with time, and you get used to it and stuff. But I think when everyone goes into homebrew, they've got their own idea as to sort of the kind of brew they want, and more often than not, everyone you talk to has got their own different idea as to what they're aiming for, and they never really get it right first time because they're not really sure how they're going to get there. You know, let's say for argument's sake, yeah, it was my first time and I wanted to go for a lager. I had no idea at the time. I didn't have a clue that you know, Cooper's lager kit had an ale yeast in. I didn't know that. I thought when I brewed it I'd get a lager, but as it turned out it wasn't a lager at all. It was an ale. So unless you do your sort of reading up front and stuff, and I think Google is your friend here. A lot of brewers don't really take the time to jump online and read stuff, which I think is key, really. You need to go online and just read about what other people have been doing, and make your own mind up as to exactly what it is that you want out of your home brews. You know, I started out doing lagers, and now I'm onto the ales because my palate has changed over time and stuff. But I couldn't do a bitter because it's just too far the other way, you know. But everyone's got their own palate, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah. And it changes with what you get used to as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, mate. It's just, you know, when I first started, I could drink lagers quite easily. I'm a cider drinker since I was, you know, in my teens and stuff, and then I went on to lagers and stuff, and I never really bothered with ales because I just drunk lagers and ciders, and that's what I was used to. But since I've been doing the home brewing, I've changed, and I'm moving more the other way now.
But if I had a mate who said to me next week, Chris, I want to have a go at home brewing, I would take him on Google or down home brew shop, and I would say, Roy, the old mucker, this is your first home brew. This I'm going to recommend to you. It's a Woodford's XYZ.
Right.
Take it home and go through the process, because I think their home brew kits make it not idiot proof, but eliminate a lot of the mistakes that people can make.
Yeah, I agree.
The festival kits came on the scene about a year ago.
Even if you just do like a normal sort of Cooper's lager kit. I mean, what's the difference between the Cooper's lager kit and a Wherry? You follow the same.
Actually, from like a Wherry point of view, I think it's even more easier because you try and eliminate like the idiot-proof sort of scenario, because you've got no dicking about with like extract. You got no dicking about with bloody
right
malts, blah blah blah.
So you just chuck it all in with water and that's it.
Absolutely.
Oils and all
Because if you're new to brewing, the first sort of channel that you hit on YouTube, besides CrateTube, is our old mucker Dave at What's Brewing UK.
Yeah.
Which shows you how to brew kits to the maximum of their potential. So you've got someone who hasn't got a bloody clue what they're doing, but think, I want to have a go at home brew, gets a kit, opens it up, pours it, you know, has a bloody
fucking oven mint on the jar to pour it down without getting burnt, which we might sort of scoff at nowadays because we're like, well, yeah, we're fairly experienced brewers, but this guy's like a newbie, but because of the newbie, what he pays for a kit subsidises what us lot pay for a kit. Yeah, go for it. And
there's also a problem with popularity, though, isn't it? I mean, let's say for argument's sake, I'm a new brewer and I jump on the internet and I look at Craig Chew because his brewing videos are the #1. Now, let's face it, he's the #1 brewer on YouTube. And
absolutely,
everyone looks to him and everybody thinks he's the bee's knees. However, I've got to be honest with you, I don't agree with absolutely everything he says, but that's only because I've been doing it for a while myself now, and I've learned. With the way I've been doing things myself, that the man doesn't know everything about everything, and neither do we. It's all about individuality and trying to sort of make your own stamp on your own brews, isn't it? And you can only take a little bit of information out of everyone, I think.
Definitely right, yeah.
Well, that's why everybody watches everybody else's videos.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, if it wasn't for your videos, Roy, I wouldn't know WLP 775 would be the way to go for a cider.
Yeah, I tend to go on about that a bit too much, don't I? Sorry about that, folks.
I actually just did a 23-liter batch of cider, but
okay.
Well, my homebrew store was out of the 775, so right. I just used wine yeast because I'm going to keg it anyway.
Right.
And, I used the cheapest juice I could find, so let's hope it doesn't turn out a complete crap.
You should be fine. You might have to. It might be a little bit sharp, but it's all about experimentation, isn't it? I keep saying this in my videos, and it's like you've got to do it yourself and find your own way of doing it. You don't have to listen to me or anybody else. Just be your own thing.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it the Roy Lake way. I've bought me special yeast, and I'm going to.
Don't listen to me, mate. I don't know what I'm talking about.
No, and I've got the old shaky plate organised. I'm going to be doing a bit of the breeding of the yeasties.
Oh yeah, you've got to grow those yeasties up.
Yeah.
You've got to grow those yeast, especially the liquid ones, because they're like £6 a vial. And I mean, even now I've got this like bloody. It does wind me up because I've got this group on Facebook, the Turbo Cider Makers Group thing, and people on there, they go out and they spend £6.50 on these bloody vials, and then they just chuck it in, and then they never use it again. You're like, well, you just wasted £6.50 there. You could have grown it up, got 6 or 7 batches out of that. Yeah. And you'll end up spending far less money than you would if you kept buying bloody young cider yeast every 5 minutes. It's ridiculous.
When you've made your little babies, Roy, could you whack it into a bigger, instead of the 8 pints pots or whatever you put them in, the bloody demijohns? Could you not put it in a fermenter?
Yeah, listen. With those mini starters I do, right, with the 250 ml pots. The amount of yeast that's in those pots is more or less the same amount of yeast as you get in a vial. So with those 250 ml pots,
you can whack it into
a big. Yeah, of course, yeah. And I've done it and it works. But I always do a starter with them because I want to make sure that because they've been in a fridge for a while. I want to make sure I wake them up and make sure they're all fresh and they're dancing around and they're
also
alive.
We've got these little bottles of pop, lemonade bottles, plastic bottles. Would it be all right to use those bottles?
Yeah, as long as they've had a sort of like a CO2 drink in there beforehand, you can use it. It's not a problem.
That's all right. Yeah, very good.
But then obviously if you're going to carbonate and you're going to put let's say for argument's sake with a 500 ml bottle, what I tend to do is if I'm going to do a cider, because I don't really keg, I put everything in bottles. So if I'm going to do a cider, I work out roughly if I'm going to batch prime on a teaspoon per 500 ml bottle. But if you've got a 330, obviously you've got to bring that down a little bit, and it's going to be 3/4 of a teaspoon rather than a whole teaspoon. Otherwise, your bottles are gonna go bang everywhere.
Yeah, I've had an explosion already.
Yeah, they're not fun, are they? I've never had one, to be honest with you, but I know lots of people that have.
No, I have.
Anybody have a bottle blow up while they were actually standing in the vicinity? I mean, not like you come down in the morning and like, oh shit, the beer's all over the floor.
Not unless I put pepper on it.
The only disaster I've had is many years ago when I was a young snip of a lad. They used to do Tom Caxton, and they used to give you a plastic bag to do it in. And instead of putting it into a bucket or whatever you used to use, I used my mum's washing basket with the holes in. And I put it in, and there were 40 pints. And when we got down the next day, the carpet was covered in 40 pints of
You lost it.
Oh, Jim, you are a class act.
I know.
Yeah.
And I was banned. I don't know why.
Oops. I think the word you're looking for there, Jim, is bugger.
Yeah. The Tom Caxton, when I was 17, we used to get the Tom Caxton tins, because that was the only home brew that you used to be able to get. And he used to say, put a kilo of sugar in, and we used to put 2 kilos, or sometimes 3 kilos.
It's a bit.
And it tasted
fucking alky, Jim. You alky, yeah.
It did get you pretty drunk.
Jim, what's that there? That's like a half a pint of like white spirit with ice, isn't it? Yeah.
It was good stuff.
Yeah.
Used to get
It was a spinach shit, but it was like 15%, so it's alright.
Yeah. Oh, and that was followed by sherry that you used to get from the beer shop in the kegs. You know, you used to go out. So you get your pop bottle and fill it up with sherry.
Oh, Jim, you sound like me, man.
Have a good night.
Bristol cream. You sound like me, damn. Yeah.
Hey, guys, listen. I've got to get going. I've got to get off early in the morning. I've got to drive down to Exeter for a stag do, so I'm gonna leave you here.
Nice.
Oh, thanks very much, Paul, for joining us, mate.
Cheers, Paul.
Yeah.
Cheers, Paul.
Thanks, fellas. It's been a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll speak to you soon.
Cheers, Paul.
Cheers, Paul.
Cheers,
Thanks,
guys.
Paul.
Have a good one, mate. Bye.
Cheers, Paul. Bye-bye.
Right, shall we talk about Paul?
Now he's fucked off.
He's a really nice. He's a really nice guy. Really nice guy. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Hey, we're still here.
I think he's a hot bloke. I don't care what anyone says about him. I like him.
Hey, I'm going now, okay?
Jim.
I'll see you later, guys.
Oh,
Jim.
shit, he's still here.
Jim, on the subject of your motorbikes, I went to the Isle of Man about 10 years ago, and I got the bug for a bike. A mate of mine, Adrian, lives about 25 yards from Signpost Corner. He lives in Oncombe. And we went over there and stayed with him for 2 weeks, and I had the bike bug. And I came back, and I wanted to go out and buy a bike. I went to Motorcycle City in Milton Keynes with my Amex card, and I was going to buy a bike. And my mum rang me up, and she said, a friend of hers son had just died on a bike accident. Don't buy a bike, and I didn't buy one. Have I made a cock up, or am I okay? Jim, you're like a fortune teller. Fuck it, mate. Lay it down. Go on. What have I done?
When I was a kid, I've always wanted a motorbike, and my mum says I couldn't have one. So I was a good boy, and I didn't have a motorbike. I had a moped, I had a little scooter, and then I had a little tiny motorbike, and I moved up. And then I got married at 21, and my wife hates motorbikes, can't stand it. And I had the anchoring. I passed my test on an under 50. It was just a twist and bloody go thing years ago.
Is that another cub bike on the car?
Yeah, the little cub bike. It's got 3 gears and no clutch. And I passed my test on that. And I used to have just tiny little motorbikes. And then when I reached my 40s, I said, bollocks, I'm going to have a motorbike. And everybody sort of wore me off it. And I had a gold wing, the biggest bloody gold wing you could ever imagine. It weren't an expensive thing. and I absolutely fell in love with motorbikes. And I can remember getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I live in the Midlands, and I rode to Skegness, and it was. I've died and gone to heaven. It was wonderful. There were nobody about, and little bunny rabbits jumping about.
I always like that.
It's second best thing to sex.
Yeah, I agree.
Is
I
there
don't
a
ride anymore,
second
but I have a bike.
But it lasts, Jim. It lasts a long time longer, though, mate, doesn't it? Yeah.
I don't know. You speak for yourself, mate.
Right, that's about 10 minutes gone, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, I used to get to 50 and swap hands, you know, mate.
Checkmate, Jim. Checkmate, yeah.
Hey, Jim, what kind of bike do you have now?
I have a pan-European motorbike. It's an Honda 1100. It's about 18 years old. It's a lovely bike. I love it.
It's a Thomas moped.
Is he a bloody robot or something? What's going on? He's a robot. He's a robot with a moustache.
Right, we've got Andy's pet back on. So,
is he, Andy?
Yeah, so
Andy?
you'll go with Mangroves Jack, then for the worry, ha, cheers, Andy. That double Dutch to me. What does that mean?
Well, when I was a lad, Mango Jack was, if you watch fishing shows on TV, you had John Wilson, who was pretty naff, but you had an Australian guy called Rex Hunt, and he fished for Mango Jack. Anyone else saw care chip in? Mango Jack is a Rex Hunt fishing show.
Oh, right.
Clive knows his sort of...
Mangrove Jack is a type of yeast, isn't it? And a brewing kit.
Mango, yeah, on the yeast, Mango Jack, but there's a fish called Mango Jack.
Where about
So, Clive?
Clive knows.
Educate us, Clive. Go on.
He's got an overpriced fishing shop.
Oh, he's fucking John Wilson there. It's John Wilson.
He don't fucking...
Here he is. He's Clive. Go on.
See if you can talk without sounding like a sodding robot.
Sorry, John Wilson. It's over to you, John Wilson. Sorry. It's a clunker. Oh,
no. He doesn't do Norfolk Hillbilly prices.
Oh dear.
Hey, we've still got 8 people watching us.
Have we got any outstanding questions, Jim? Has anyone else asked any questions?
No, there's no more questions.
They want us to see if we can bullshit our way through, making it sound like we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's been very educational, I tell you.
I haven't seen
it's been a bit rude.
Omnibus on a Sunday.
What?
Oh.
Oh my God. You know, if you spent less money on beer, you could get a decent microphone.
Get your bloody internet sorted out, mate. I tell you.
Yeah.
But on the brighter side, we won't get the FBI kick our door in tonight, so that's all right. Yeah.
Clive has to do his own brew Wednesdays a week in advance, because that's how long it takes to upload the sodder.
Yeah.
Week is a
Well,
month.
you do rabbit on a bit, Roy, to be fair.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah.
Fair play.
I get charged 27 quid a month for chaps. I get charged 27 quid a month through Virgin, and if I work it back per ratio, 17 quid of that is Roy. Yeah.
Yeah, that is, I do apologise.
Yeah.
Listen, my videos, right, I start off and I start talking to the camera like,
hello,
to a mate, as everyone does. And then 25 minutes later I go, shit, I should shut up then. Much the same as I am in a pub. You know, it's like 25 minutes. So you got to shut the fuck up. It's your room.
My problem is 5 minutes after I stop talking, I lose my train of thought and I just stare at the camera for a second.
I do that all the time, mate. That's called old age. That's what that is.
Yeah, but you guys don't see it because I cut it out, but I just stare for a second. I'm like, shit.
It's the hunchback syndrome. It's them bells.
I see, but you're good, Bill, because you cut it out in your videos. I leave mine in. I'm sitting there staring at the camera going, what the fuck did I just say? And quite often I go, what the fuck did I just say? Oh, yeah, I know. I was talking about that, wasn't I?
Hey, you guys watch like a 15 or 17-minute video of mine. But what you don't know is the video took me 3 hours to make because I keep getting off track, right? Because I'm drinking a beer during the video, and it's not the first one or the third one or the fifth one.
Yeah.
I get half lit. I start babbling, and then I have to keep stopping and starting over and over.
You forget you're in front of the camera though, because I do sometimes. I go, oh, it's not half good. This I really like this, and then shit, I'm still recording, aren't I? Oh, hello.
Well, that's why I'm so well spoken the first 5 minutes of the video, and then I'm just like, oh, well, yeah, okay.
Oh dear, you got to laugh, haven't you?
Bill, it's Fred. Did you work in the TA or the reserves in the States?
No, actually, believe it or not, I'm the only male in my family who hasn't been in the military service dating all the way back to the Civil War.
Check, because your taps on your arms
some big taps
are fairly common in the TA with the first Gulf War, you see. That was the only reason why I asked, that was all.
Oh, the one on my my right arm, that's actually that's my family crest.
Which is the para, that one.
Sorry,
yeah.
It's actually a mix between the shield that the airborne infantry used in Vietnam.
Yeah, it's on the
and like the airborne rangers. Believe it or not, my brother has the same tattoo on the same arm. It's just the the 3 videos you guys have seen. He's always been wearing long sleeves.
I know your brother because he uploads sort of a lot of the videos from Shell sort of sets ago, yeah.
Yeah. Funny story though.
Sorry, mate.
We're actually English, and there's you guys know the story of the like the Pilgrims and the Mayflower and the Pinta and the Santa Maria and all that.
Yeah.
Well, they've got the ship's registers up at Plymouth Rock, wherever that's at. Well, in the register there was a Richard Margison, and he was actually on the Santa Maria. And he came over with the Pilgrims, but he contracted pneumonia and died the first winter, but not apparently before he found himself an Indian squaw to have a little fun with. And well, we've been here ever since. But everybody, let's see, my great-grandfather, well, my great-great-grandfather was a Marine. My grandfather, my father, and my brother were all Marines. Unfortunately, by the time I became enlistment age, my hair was too long. All I thought about was smoking pot and chasing women. And as all young kids do, I knew everything. Plus, actually, about the time I was going to enlist, that whole ordeal over in Bosnia was kicking off.
Yep.
And, well, it's one thing to be in the service and then like have a war happen. It's another thing to to like already have the war and then sign up because you already knew where you were going.
We have a very similar thing in the UK at the moment, Bill, because the fire service are on strike.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the military, if you work 9 till 5 or 100 hours a week, you get paid and you get your pension. The fire service aren't happy that if you work from 8 in the morning to 8 at night and you get a silly pension, they aren't happy with that. So the fire service have gone on strike at the moment. So we have people dying in fires because the fire service are striking because of their pension rights.
Well, I don't think that's right.
Very, very sad scenario, because in the real world, you know, if you don't agree with your T's and C's, you leave and go to do something else for a living. So we have people who, you know, are employed to save people's lives, whose heart isn't in it at the moment to save people's lives. Very, very sad.
Well, I mean, business is business. If they're not paying you or they're treating you right, that's one thing. But I mean, you know, you got a house burning down with kids in it, whether they pay you or not. You know, you got to do the right thing.
Absolutely, Bill. But they won't go out there for the moment. It's very, very sad. But hopefully the government and the unions will sort it out for the commercials and the payments. Hopefully, anyway.
I can sell you a cheap fire extinguisher if you're that concerned, Christian.
Oh, oh, geez, guys, you've been on bloody CPC or
all I'm saying to them is at least you don't have a fucking
life, yeah.
I've got a tap that water comes out of, if that helps.
Yeah, that's right.
It's, you know.
Right.
Exactly. How many fire extinguishers would it take to put out the fire in a house? I mean, like if the whole house was on fire.
Blimey.
Depends. If
You
it's like
wouldn't even
Evian,
bother.
Roy, is it Evian, is it? Evian?
Mine's probably 100% proof, to be honest with you. I'll be a little bit scared to go near it.
In that case, Bill, I reckon about 28 minutes. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
You wouldn't want to put fire out with it because it would just make it worse.
See, I don't know how the English fire department runs, but see, Americans were mostly just fat and lazy.
That's what the UK's fire support team, yeah.
Well, we're mostly lazy.
Yeah.
I live in a small borough. It's maybe 4.5 square miles. There's only maybe 3,500 residents. There's the kind of place where you can't walk anywhere without running into somebody you know.
But Bill, they play fantastic church bells, though, don't they?
Oh, those church bells go everywhere, dude. You can't get away from them.
Tip top, Bill. They are amazing. Yeah.
Oh, you kidding? I've been listening to them for 27 years. If I could take Clive's advice, climb up that tower and fill those things with foam, I would. But they took the bells out long ago.
I'll tell you what, you're an atheist, you're buggered.
Yeah.
It's just a music player now.
Well, Bill, I've listened to you for 18 months on YouTube, and if I could send an Iraqi drone to blow your village up to kill off them fucking bloody bell tunes, go for it, yeah.
Oh, it's worse on the holidays because they're not real bells. It's just like these huge speakers, and they sound like bells. But on holidays, they play music, and they go off for 10 minutes straight every hour.
You do have a rifle, Bill.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's your American right to bear arms, isn't it, Bill? Yeah. Is it like the Fourth Amendment or whatever the hell it is? I was talking to my last week on Uvu. I had a chat with. I have a really nice mate called Barack. Yeah, he sort of keeps himself to himself, but he's involved in politics, Bill.
Okay.
Nice guy called a Barack.
That's unfortunate.
He's a bit of homebrew, actually. He likes cider, but he doesn't like sort of ale stuff. Nice guy. But he was saying to me, Chris, I need some advice. I can't stick bloody politics, cider, Uvu, YouTube, bloody social media, blah, blah, blah. And he said to me, if it was up to him, he would fly out there to fucking Afghanistan or Egypt or maybe Israel, and he would say, fucking bomb me, have it lads, have it big style. But he hasn't. Nice guy. Apart from that, he's alright, yeah.
What the hell was that all about?
Oh, God knows. I've seen him for too much, I tell you. Seen him too much.
He's leading somewhere. I'm going to learn something in a minute. But I didn't. There was no punchline.
Listen, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I've really enjoyed it. Thanks, Jim.
You're welcome, Steve.
I'm
Yeah,
not
it was fantastic meeting you,
I'm
Steve.
not a brew tuber as such. I subscribe to Norfolk and Jim. I don't know Roy and Christian. I don't know Bill, but it's been great.
Well, you've got to subscribe to them, mate. The good ones.
Yes,
We are really, really nice.
Yeah, the good ones, the good ones. Very knowledgeable. Well,
Yeah.
one of them is, I won't say which one.
Well, now that I've got me old grain system, I've just got today, as I was telling Jim. Maybe I'll get my shed and I'll get some video up and running, and hopefully I'll be brew tubing as well.
Right, you have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
What's the name of that?
I haven't set it up yet, so I have got a channel up, but it's only got one video, and that's of me making a music video, but from a group I was in back in the 80s, but that's about it. But yeah, brewing wise, I've been learning, and I've been learning off you guys and Craig Tube and Tom and Harry Brew and all these guys, and it's been great. And maybe I'll be able to set it up and get the confidence to get a brew tube video of me, video blog of me myself, you know.
Hey, listen, Steve, if you can do the videos here and talk to us lunatics, you can do a YouTube video. It's dead easy. Dead easy. You just talk like you're talking to a mate. That's the best thing. The best advice I can give is when you look to the camera, imagine it's your mate.
Yeah. So the only qualification is you need to talk shite.
Don't make them as long as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
25 minutes is taking the piss a bit, really.
Yeah.
Don't watch mine. They take forever.
All right, cheers, guys. I'm out of here. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Steve.
Fantastic night.
Steve.
Thanks, Jim.
You're welcome. Hey, you need any help, mate? Don't ask me, but
Hey, Clive, how are the hops coming? The last update of video that you posted that I saw, I mean, you had hops pretty much growing every place that you could. Do you think you're going to get a good haul this year?
No, not this year.
They looked a bit dead in your last video, mate, didn't they?
Yeah, they're pretty much, you know, they're rooted, but that's it. I haven't had a chance. This year they caught me out. They grew quick, started off, but last year I got a good haul because they all came from the house I was working at for the people I work for. And there was hops growing everywhere, so I managed to sort of cultivate a few cuttings and grow some at home and grow some from, you know, basically harvest the ones at the house that I was working.
These are first year harvest?
Yeah, last but I mean they'd been the plants, the hops had been growing wild for probably 3 to 4 years because the house was a repo and it had been on the market for 2 years before my boss bought it at auction, and that was a good year. So there's probably 3 seasons, if not more. I got I think it was about 3.9 kilos of hops, and that last white beer I'd done on my video, I'd basically done the 3rd runnings, was still coming out at 10.25, and I brewed another white beer with that and just made a couple of gallons up out of it and just used those hops. And they do see my own sort of 5 plants this year that I've got in my garden. Like they're not done very well at all. The one in the pots I've got to go too wet. But next year when I remodel the garden, I'm hoping I can get the plants and maybe buy a few others.
Oh, what do you think went wrong?
I think he's going to exterminate us in a minute.
Oh, what do you think went wrong? I mean, too wet weather, too dry weather. You know, maybe no fertilizer. Or?
It's been
what the fuck is going on?
while the Dalek's talking, we're doing another question here. Hello, Jim. You're doing a post of the list of the folks that have been talking on your other points. I think I sub most of them, but I want to make sure. Yeah, I will put those onto the video. I think this will display tomorrow, so I'll put the links down below this. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate that.
Chaps, I have to go because I'm up early doors in the morning, but thank you all very, very much for logging in for Jim's cast. Top job, guys, as always, and I'll see you next time. All right.
Cheers, Chris.
Cheers, Christian. Great meeting you, man.
Cheers, bruv.
Cheers.
What do you think went?
Hey, what time is it out there for you guys anyway?
Thank fuck, he's gone. What's going on? No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. I'm just jealous he's had more to drink than I have. I can't believe it. What's going on? How the fuck did I end up going out for a drink with a mate and coming home sober?
And his pet has put, think I'll strap a bomb to my back and go down to my brew shop and say, onto the video. Hello, extract, haha. I don't get it, Andy, but yeah. What's that mean?
And thanks for appreciate that. Chaps, I have to go because We've
got a bit of feedback going on, haven't we?
Got a bit of feedback, haven't we?
No satellite delay.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Christian. It's not Christian.
I reckon he's on a bloody dial-up mode, isn't he?
It's not Bill.
Hey, what time is it out there?
I don't know what's
Anybody else still hear Christian talking?
Chris is still here. He's talking to himself, isn't he?
to my back and go down to my brew shop and say, onto the
Chris, you're still
chaps, so I've got to stop the live broadcast. I don't know whether it'll keep going or not, but I'm going to just press stop broadcast. If everything conks out, I'm going to have to go to bed now because I'm tired. Right. But hopefully you should be able to natter on if need be. And thanks very much for joining the Old Farts Hangout, and I really appreciate it. And thanks everybody for watching. So I'm going to stop the broadcast now. So if everybody wants to say cheerio to the people that are watching, there's 5 viewers at the moment. So thanks for watching.
5 viewers.
And we've got a bit of echo there. So I'm going
for me to find out what you just said.
What was that? Wait a half hour.
Yeah, give it half hour. Clive will just get what we said about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll see you all then. I'm going to stop the broadcast. If I disappear, I might keep going, but we'll see.